Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Henley Hornets basketball tonight on MyBasin.com. Another Skyline Conference game brings us to Pelican country as the Hornets invade Pel Court at Klamath Union High School. Glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Henley entering 4-0 in league play this season, 10-4 overall on the season. Klamath Union 2-2 in conference play, 6-10 overall on the year. A resounding win last time out for Henley, 84-18. That was back on Friday against the Phoenix Pirates. For Klamath Union, it was a loss against Mazama their last time out, 50-37. This is the second meeting between these two teams this year, and Henley, they played very well back on January 9th against Klamath Union High School. 86-17 was the final score then, and at the time, that was the fewest amount of points that Henley had allowed in a game. Well, they followed that up in the very next game by allowing 16 points, but they do perform well in conference play. And again, allowed 18 against Phoenix last Friday. So the Hornets humming right along, ranked 5th in the latest OSAA coaches polls. We'll talk about the coaches polls. We'll take a look at the Skyline Conference standings. We'll introduce you to the starting lineups and get ready for tip-off next. So we continue your coverage of Hornets basketball tonight at Pel Court on MyBasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Josh Eldridge back with you from Pel Court, getting ready for tip-off tonight between the Henley Lady Hornets and the Klamath Union Lady Pelicans. Let's take a quick look at the Skyline Conference standings, now 1/3 of the way through league play. And Henley leading the pack, 4-0 in League 10-4 overall on the season. Klamath Union and Mazama tied for second right now, each of them 2-2 in conference play, and each of them 6-10 overall. Hidden Valley and Phoenix tied for what would be 4th place, each of them 1-3. Hidden Valley does have a 6-10 overall record. Phoenix is 5-7. A couple of other games, just one other game in the Skyline Conference tonight. Phoenix is hosting Hidden Valley. Not sure if we'll be able to get score updates for you for that one, although we'll do our best. Also happening tonight, Lost River hosting Bonanza. Actually, that's our Geno's 40th anniversary game of the week. Also broadcasting on MyBasin.com tonight at 6 o'clock. You'll hear Walter Hartley on the call from Lost River High School there. Then down in the 1A classification, as you look at our other Klamath Basin teams, Chiloquin, the only other team in action tonight, as they visit Central Christian this evening. But, of course, we are focused on the Hornets taking on the Pelicans. And today, the latest coaches polls were released for girls basketball across the state of Oregon. In the 6A class, Tualatin leads the pack. 5A is led by Springfield Crater, a close second behind them. And then in the 4A class, this is where things get interesting. Henley ranked 5th in the 4A classification right now, although they do have 2 first-place votes, which is, funnily enough, more than the second-place team, which is Baker. Staten right now is in first place with their 11-3 record, and they were the preseason number 1. They are still number 1. Baker is number 2. Seaside is 3. Philomath is ranked 4th. Henley, of course, 5th. Marist Catholic is 6th. Cascade, the Cougars, are 7th. North Bend is 8th. LeGrand is also tied for 8th. They have the same amount of votes going at them. And St. Helens is number 10. Cottage Grove and Tillamook dropping out of the most recent poll. Like I said last time, between these two teams, a confident win for Henley, 86-17. They're in the middle of a 4-game winning streak. Their last loss coming at the Sisters shootout, 57-50 against Crook County. Before that, they had won 5 straight. Their only losses to this season are against the number 1 4A team or some top 10 5A teams. Henley, they're 70 points per game throughout the entire season. That's including the non-league games. 70 points per game leads the 4A classification coming into play today, and they're looking to grab a win on the road at Pel Court, one of my favorite places to watch a basketball game in the Basin. We're going to step aside one more time on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams tonight and get ready for tip-off on mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community, engaged.
Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams as we welcome you back to Pel Court, home of the Pelicans, for tonight's Skyline Conference game. Hornets on the road tonight. We'll start with their starters. A senior standing 5'5", number 1, Kennedy Modine. A junior standing 5'5", number 3, Preston Shade. A senior standing 5'9", number 4, Lily Fassell. And a senior standing 5'7", number 10, Senya Campos, along with a sophomore standing 6 foot in the middle, number 15, Michaela Schroeder. The Hornets are coached by Randy Denson. He's assisted by Heidi Friend and Kevin Petrick. The Hornets tonight in their new gold uniforms with Hornets written across their chest in navy blue and navy blue, yellow, and white pattern down their sides. And now the starting 5 for the home team, the Klamath Union Pelicans. Starting a sophomore, number 2, Kaylin Vanerath. Number 10, a senior, Oriah Miller. Number 12, a junior, Isabella Armijo. Number 23, a junior, Lisette Wata. And number 25, a senior, Anissa Jimenez. The Pelicans are coached by John Nahar, and he's assisted by Sam Stewart. The Pelicans tonight in their home white uniforms with Pelicans written across their chest in red and black trim. They've got gray piping down their jersey and their shorts. Our officials tonight from the Klamath Falls Basketball Officials Association. If you want to stay involved in a sport you love and earn a bit of money in the process, whether it's basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, wrestling, football, whatever it is, visit osaa.org/officials to get your journey started today. They're always looking for help. As we bring up now our scoreboard, brought to you by Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. I want to give a big shout to Jason Taylor and the crew at Elevate Physical Therapy, bringing us our broadcast tonight. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you in part by Gino's Cafe on East Main Street, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club, and by the Pacific Power Foundation. Decent Henley crowd behind us here at Pel Court. They're all packed in behind me, and then across the way you'll see eventually the Klamath Union student section. Hope they make an appearance on the floor across the way, and Pelicans fans filling up the bleachers behind them. And we are ready to go. Michaela Schroeder, Lisette Wata in the circle for their teams, and the opening tip is controlled by Henley. They go from left to right. Shade tries to find Schroeder down low underneath, and the Hornets wind up turning it over early. Lisette Wata racing the far side of the floor for Klamath Union. Has it on the right side. Gives it up to Vanerath, who goes baseline, and she's fouled. I think that'll be Preston Shade, who reached in against her and is charged with the foul. A quick one here for Henley, only 15 seconds into the game. The Pelicans will inbound from the baseline, and it's Anissa Jimenez. Modine to guard the inbound pass. Jimenez trying to look for Wata, gets it to her in the middle. The pass tipped around into the hands of Miller. Miller dumps it underneath to Wata, kicks it back outside to Vanerath, guarded there by Senya Campos. Brings it up, head of the key, picks up her dribble, and throws it to Anissa Jimenez, unable to corral it cleanly. Modine with a steal and the lay-in on the other side, and that's how we get things started. First 2 points go in the way of Henley with 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Nearly coming up with a steal on the opposite way. There's a collision on the far side of the floor between Shade and Wata, and Fassell mixed up there too, and in the process, Klamath Union goes over and back. And so it should be Hornets basketball in the front court. And Lily Fassell to inbound. She'll get it back to Preston Shade. And she is picked up by Vanerath. Here we go. Shade along the left side. Vanerath guards her tightly, winds up fouling her. 7:09 to go in the first quarter. Henley with a 2-0 lead. And again, they will inbound side out on the far side. Fassell into Shade. Schroeder giving some motions, going to come up, set a high screen. Shade denies it, blows past everybody, takes it to the cup and scores. Preston Shade with her first 2 points of the game, and Henley leads 4-0, 6:52 to go in the first quarter. Last time these two teams met, again, a big win for Henley. They were led in scoring by Michaela Schroeder. She had 23 points in that game, 17 of them in the first half. Here's Klamath Union coming the other way. Down underneath, Isabella Armijo puts it up and in for 2. Klamath Union splitting the difference, trailing 4-2, 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Campos along the far sideline. Tries to roll a pass underneath to Fassell from the right block. She's too strong on the mid-range. Michaela Schroeder grabs the rebound, kicks it back outside to Campos for a deep 3. It's good. Senya Campos from downtown knocks down the first long-range shot of the night. On the other side, Klamath Union in transition. Vanerath loses the dribble. And so a turnover will give the Hornets the basketball. A 7-2 advantage for Henley. 6:15 to go in the first. Inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. She has it along the far side of the floor. Shade dribbles all the way into the left block, outside to Campos. Thought about a 3, passes underneath to a Michaela Schroeder, who is all alone down low, up and in for 2. 9-2 the score. Henley in front, and they nearly come away with a steal on the inbound. Lisette Wata crosses the timeline for the Pels. Has it now between the circles, guarded there by Fassell. Wata picks up the dribble, looking to find Miller. Instead, it's going to be poked away by Shade. A scramble forward at half court is won by the Pels, but we've got timeout called by Coach Nahar, Klamath Union head coach, while his team still had possession, so we'll take it. His team trailing by 7, 5:41 to go in the first. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
Still just getting going tonight from Pelican Country. The Hornets leading 9-2. 5:41 to go in the first quarter. And the Pelicans will start with the basketball in the front court. Anissa Jimenez to inbound. And she's looking for Miller, maybe Armijo in the back. Instead, throws it to Shania Barton there on the far sideline, but Barton steps out of bounds quickly, and so another turnover will give Henley the basketball. Vassell to inbound into Gretchen Sheen, new to the contest for Henley. Here's Preston Shade with it, well beyond the arc on the left side. Shade with a right-handed dribble, waits for a Schroeder screen, driving right, tries to find Sheen down low. Sheen is fouled on her way up, and so a couple of free throws coming up for Gretchen. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Howard's Meat Center, where tradition meets innovation with every cut and every bite of Smokin' H barbecue. As you step through their doors, you're not just entering a meat center, you're stepping back to a time when the quality of the meat and the depth of the customer service were everything. Check out Howard's Meat Center next to Les Schwab Tires on South 6 or Smokin' H barbecue up there by the Tap House by Oregon Tech. First free throw from Sheen is good, the second one also good, and so the score 11-2. 5.5 to go in the first. And Araya Miller, tasked with bringing the ball up the floor for the Pels, skips the pass down low to Armijo. Armijo, one step past the free throw line, loses the dribble. It's picked up by Jimenez, and she gets it back to Armijo, now beyond the arc. Down low to Araya Miller, spins around from the right block, high off the glass, no. Wata battles for the rebound, her putback off the mark, but she's fouled. And so Lisette Wata heading to the line for a pair. Wata led the Pels in scoring when these two teams met earlier in the season. She had 7 points in that game. Araya Miller had 6 in that one for the Pels as Wata misses her first free throw there. Second free throw for Wata was good. Here come the Hornets the other way. Preston Shade into the front court. Tries to roll the pass to Vassell at the free throw line. Brings it back out beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Sheen. She drives left. High off the glass, no. Rebound tipped out to Vassell. She takes a shot from 8. A right-handed floater won't go. Schroeder with a third chance, no. Vassell on the fourth opportunity is blocked underneath by Wata. Possession will stay with Henley. 4:42 to go in the first. It'll be Shade to inbound for Henley. Trying to look to Sheen underneath. Instead, she'll loft it high to Vassell. Vassell then to Shade off a screen here on the near side. Guarded there by Miller. They throw it to Sheen, head of the key. Bouncing it to Vassell, right side. Vassell still beyond the arc. Plenty of time for Henley. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sheen has it now near the baseline. Throws it to a cutting Modine. Skips to the rim. A left-handed lay-in is good. No. They're going to say she traveled on the drive. So wipe away the points for Kennedy Modine. Score remains 11-3, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. And so the Pelicans will have it. Armijo lofts the inbound pass to Wata. Taken away by Vassell. Vassell throws it to Modine. Rolls the pass to Schroeder underneath. Schroeder can't control the pass. Armijo collects the turnover. Racing ahead for KU. She's fouled on her way up. They're going to hit Kennedy Modine with that foul. So Isabella Armijo to the line for a pair. Already 2 points for the senior for Klamath Union, and these are her first free throws. Armijo, despite the loss against Mazama last week, she had a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds in that game. And she makes her first free throw. Vanerath returns to the game in favor of Anissa Jimenez. And so Isabella Armijo to the line for one more. J.C. Ladner also checking in for Henley. And Armijo's second free throw, here it is. That one's also good. Score 11-5. Henley in front halfway through the first. Ladner bounces it to Shade, stops at the free throw line. A right-handed floater's off the mark. Wata and Ladner get tied up, and possession will favor Klamath Union. So they'll inbound on the baseline away from their bucket. It'll be Oriah Miller to do so. Miller trying to get it to Armijo. A loose ball is scrambled for. Shade and Barton in the mix, and then Shade stepped out of bounds or dragged the ball out of bounds. Regardless, it'll be Pelicans basketball. But now they get a side out on the far sideline, and Miller to do so. Looks quickly to Barton. Pelicans have numbers in a fast break if they want it. Barton dribbling in, stops from the right elbow from the mid-range, tries to use the window. No, but Wata there for the putback. Lissette Wata now with 3 points in the contest. It's 11-7, 3:42 to go in the first. Vanerath giving Shade trouble moving up the floor and fouls her rough. And that'll be a foul for Vanerath. That'll be the Pelicans' third. And for Kaylin, it's her second. And J.C. Ladner set to inbound. Shoshani Pappas, by the way, checking in for Henley. And Shade will receive the inbound pass. Jimenez back in for KU. Bounce pass to Ladner, driving in, loses it, recollects. Ball stuck out of bounds. They're going to give it to KU. Ladner playing a little bit of ahead of herself there, losing the dribble. Klamath Union a chance to get a little bit closer here. Down by 4, 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Jimenez inbounds to Armijo, and Armijo is going to step out. I think that was a case of her not setting her feet back in bounds before touching the basketball again, rather than her stepping out with the ball. Regardless, Henley takes over. Sheen will inbound to Pappas right in front of us underneath the scorer's section. Pappas down underneath to Schroeder, battling through on the right block, up against Armijo. Her shot no good. Ladner there for the rebound, no. Pappas a third look, no. And the Pelicans finally get a defensive board. Armijo racing ahead for KU. Has it on the right side, drives all the way in, off the glass, no, and Schroeder rips down the glass. Preston Shade pushing the pace here for Henley, drives all the way in and uses the glass for 2. Preston Shade now with 4 points, and Henley a 13-7 advantage, 2:48 to go in the first quarter. Here's Armijo. Has it head of the key for KU, underhand dish to Barton. She brings it on the near side, gets to the baseline and loses it on her way up. And so quality help defense there by Shoshani Pappas to force the turnover, and Henley will get it back in a 6-point lead, 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Preston Shade along the far side for Henley. Shade picks up her dribble, top of the key, down to Schroeder, extra pass to Sheen, cutting in for 2. Beautiful basketball there as Gretchen Sheen has 4 points. Henley back out to an 8-point advantage, 2:20 to go in the first. Inbound pass to Anissa Jimenez is going to result in a tie-up. Henley's so good at guarding those inbound passes. I mean, they just create so many opportunities for themselves, and this, another one of those, and a tie-up favors Henley. Shade to inbound. Set a screen for Sheen underneath. Shade going to get it to Sheen off the screen. Her shot in close, no. They give it outside to Pappas, who drives in from the left side. She lays it in with her left hand. Shoshani Pappas on the board for 2, and Henley a 10-point lead. And then Sheen comes away with a steal, but gives it right back after stepping out of bounds. Couple of subs in for Henley. Ladner and Sheen to the bench along with Shade. Campos, Modine, and Fassell back in the game for the girls in yellow. All right, Anissa Jimenez to inbound for KU. Looking for Wata on the left side. It's off her boot and then out of bounds, so Henley will take it. Fassell lofts it to Pappas, and here comes Henley. Pappas takes it ahead. Pappas rolls it to Schroeder underneath, one-on-one against Armijo in close. Her first shot, no. Fassell's rebound, no. Pappas' third look, there it is. Shoshani Pappas in for 2 on the other side. Wata will get fouled. And so Lisette Wata to the line for 2 more. She's 1 for 2 on a previous trip, has 3 total points. Going to see Katie Fettinger check in as well. Isabella Armijo to the bench. Oh, they're actually not giving Wata free throws. Going to say that foul came on the floor. And so it'll be Anissa Jimenez to inbound. Gets it in close to Wata. Battling through 3 Hornets. Her shot up is no good. And Schroeder grabs the rebound. Michaela into the front court here for Henley. Gives it up to Modine. Dribbles up to the arc. Now over to Campos. Guarded out by Wata. Campos takes a Schroeder screen right, tries for the screen and roll, but too much on that pass is going to give Klamath Union the basketball as it goes out of bounds. 1:22 to go in the first quarter, and Henley leads 19-7. Long inbound pass to Miller. She scores 2. That was a full court inbound pass to Araya Miller. And the score now 19-9. 1:13 to go. Campos down low, fouled for Henley. And so Senya to the line for 2. Charge the foul to Anissa Jimenez. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Abby's Legendary Pizza. If you're looking for a good place to eat, head to one of Abby's Legendary Pizza locations for the best pizza in the Klamath Basin at 1919 Austin Street or 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Abby's Legendary Pizza is a proud supporter of high school sports. Campos makes her first free throw. So Henley with an 11-point advantage. She's got another one coming up. Also, Gretchen Sheen has returned to the game for Henley. Campos' second free throw, no good. Jimenez pulls down the miss, and here come the Pelicans. Jimenez crossing the timeline. Guarded by the logo by Senya Campos. Takes a screen going right. Picked up there by Modine. Lofting it to Armijo on the right block. Blocked by Pappas down low. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Pappas, and so the Pelicans keep it. 54 seconds on the game clock, 18 on the shot clock, and a 20-9 game that Henley leads against KU. Jimenez calling for motion, trying to get it to Araya Miller. Fussell pokes it away and out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say that rolled off the foot of Miller, and so Henley gets possession. Fussell into Modine. Pressured in the backcourt by Araya Miller, but Modine going to be able to bring it up ultimately, but pass into Campos taken away by Armijo. She comes the other way for KU. Armijo driving the right side, rolls the pass out to Barton for a long 2, knocked away by Fussell. Go out to guard the long 2. Barton's feet were on the 3-point line for that shot, and Fussell still got a hand on it. Great perimeter defender for Henley. Anissa Jimenez looking to inbound for KU. Lofting it to Araya Miller, but it's taken away by Kennedy Modine. Hornets on the fast break. Fussell all the way in. Fires it off the bottom of the backboard. And KU comes away with it. Miller now into the front court. Gives it back to Armijo. Armijo trying to give it down to Miller on the right block, but she loses control of it. It goes out of bounds, and Henley takes over. Fussell inbounds to Gretchen Sheen. And here comes Henley. Sheen into the front court, brings along the right side, fields a double team with Shania Barton, and Sheen drills it out of bounds. And so it'll be Pelicans basketball. 11 seconds remaining in the period. Klamath Union could take advantage of having the final shot and try to make it a single-digit deficit heading into the second quarter. Right now they trail by 11. Jimenez, her inbound pass is tipped by Campos. And so it should be Pelicans basketball still right here. And, they're going to say that it's Hornets basketball. Thought that Campos tipped it out, but in fact Henley gets it. Modine going to skip it into Sheen. Sheen dribbles to the right elbow from the mid-range. She got it. Gretchen Sheen with those 2 points. 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and no one will get a shot off. 22-9 after the first quarter. Henley leading Klamath Union. Back with second quarter action next on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Second quarter action ready to get going from Pel Court tonight on the campus of Klamath Union High School. My name is Josh Eldridge, your Henley Hornets, with a 22-9 advantage after one. On the floor for them, J.C. Ladner, Preston Shade, Lily Fassell, Michaela Schroeder, and Senya Campos. Out there for Klamath Union, it's Miller, Hall, Fettinger, Barton, and Wata. As we get going, 15 seconds gone in the first quarter. A turnover for Henley will give Klamath Union the basketball. Miller to inbound on the baseline, getting it into Cammie Hall, a sophomore making her first appearance of this game for KU. Hall in danger of going over and back, skating along the half-court line, guarded there by Ladner. Tries to find some room, met by Fassell, who tips it out of bounds. And so it will remain KU ball. And we've got to make sure everyone has their shoes tied down there. First of two tonight from Pel Court. Of course, the boys' varsity game set to go at 7:30 or whenever we get to it, effectively. 15 minutes after this one is concluded. Lisette Wata, hard drive from the right side, scores two. Wata now with 5 points in a 22-11 ball game. Henley the other way. Driving in is Schroeder. Her layup no good. Battling for the rebound is won by Schroeder. Her putback is off the mark. And the rebound is pulled in by Cammie Hall. Hall trying to direct traffic. She's met at half court by Preston Shade. Shade applying pressure with Fassell. They tip it in the backcourt. Now there's a battle for it at the half-court logo that's won by the Pels. Wata kicks it to Barton here on the near wing. Outside to Miller for a long two. It's too strong. Michaela Schroeder with the rebound. Ahead to Campos. Senya into the front court here for Henley. Rolls the pass down low to Fassell. Her layup too strong. Schroeder's putback no. And Wata this time with the rebound for KU. Here come the Pels. Wata along the right side. Gives it up near side to Hall. Into the hands of Miller now. Takes a screen right. Trying to get it to Wata, but it's taken away by Fassell. 1-on-2 in transition. Fassell can't score. Shade with the putback no. Schroeder a third time yes. Boy, that rim has proven tough to score on tonight for Henley. They've got so many just to roll off the iron. Inbound pass the other way, tipped out of bounds. It'll be KU ball in the front court. 24-11 the score. 6:09 to go in the second quarter. Kennedy Modine, Gretchen Sheen check in for Henley. And for Klamath Union, Seven Harris and Helen Yang into the game. Inbound pass to Isabella Armijo. Missed her checking back in too. And she's guarded by Sheen. Sheen picks her pocket. 1-on-1 all the way home. Sheen is bumped and one. Great take by Gretchen Sheen. Her aggressiveness paying off there. Scoring her 8th point of the game and a chance for more as her team leads now 24-11. Pardon me, 26-11. Thought I had it right. They missed a couple points here in the gym. 26-11 our score. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, and a free throw coming up for the sophomore Gretchen Sheen. Missed back iron. Ladner grabs the rebound, and a foul is going to be charged against Klamath Union. Charge it to Anissa Jimenez. And so Henley will also get a chance to inbound here. That's Jimenez's second foul, by the way, and the second for KU this quarter. Sheen looking to inbound, finds Modine here on the near side. Modine outside to Ladner, trying to drive the right side. Fields a double team, gives it outside to Shade. Shade to a Sheen who is cutting, and she scores. Gretchen Sheen, her timing has been very good this season. On the other side, Michaela Schroeder battling for a steal against Seven Harris, but steps out of bounds. So Sheen had about 5 points on that last possession for Henley, had the and one opportunity that she converted on, earned the foul, and then scored 2 on a lane, and now an opportunity to fast break. Yes, she does. Gretchen Sheen having a great first half tonight against Klamath Union. The score is 30-11 with 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Here's Yang driving inside. Pardon me, that's Serrato Meta driving inside. Here's a turnover. Preston Shade, the other side, uncontested, her 6th point of the night. And it is now 32-11. And Isa Jimenez into the front court, finds Isabella Armijo driving in. A slick feed to Harris. She's not able to bring it in. And the ball will go out of bounds. Good idea by Armijo down low, but it doesn't pan out. Checking into the game for KU. Back in is Uriah Miller. She'll replace Cammie Hall. Inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. She has it ahead here for Henley. Down to Ladner, cutting on the baseline. Ladner unable to score, and Armijo pulls down the rebound for KU. Here come the Lady Pels into the front court. Pass goes to Jimenez. Back to Armijo. Little give and go, but the ball goes out of bounds. Another turnover, and some new subs into the game. Lily Fussell replaces Preston Shade. And with 4:40 to go in the first half, Henley a 32-11 advantage. And here's Kennedy Modine calling out the play for her Hornets into the front court. Bounce to Schroeder on the right block. Tries to hand it off to Ladner in close, but a turnover will give the Pelicans the basketball. Anissa Jimenez to inbound. Jimenez, overhand pass to Armijo, intercepted by Schroeder. Kicks it in the corner to Ladner, back to Schroeder, off the glass and in. Schroeder scores 2. She's got 6 points, using her strength to create some space down low. 34-11, 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Isabella Armijo bringing it up here for Klamath Union along the near sideline, guarded by Gretchen Sheen. Armijo trying to back Sheen down, her back to the basket beyond the three-point arc. They kick it to Miller, head of the key. Miller denying a screen going right, picks up the dribble, tries to roll the pass to Harris, but it's tipped away by Sheen. They're scrambling for it along the arc, and Coach Nahar will call time. Keep possession with his side. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. The Pels trail Henley 34-11. Back with more after this on mybasin.com.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
34-11 the score here at Pel Court. The Henley Hornets, a visiting team in front of the Pelicans tonight. 5 on the floor for them coming out of the break. Shoshani Pappas, Gretchen Sheen, Senya Campos, Lily Fussell, and Michaela Schroeder. We'll see who emerges from the Pelican bench here in just a moment. But again, business as usual so far for Henley. Great defense leading to easy offense. And right now up big against KU. 5 on the floor for the Pels. Armijo, Miller, Serrata Meta, Jimenez, and Harris. Jimenez to inbound. Guarded there by Campos. Inbound to Armijo. Has it on the left block. Rolls it back out to Jimenez. A long two is left short. And the rebound falls to Senya Campos. Here come the Hornets. Campos has it, head of the key. Right-handed dribble. Pulls up from way downtown. And she hits! Took a friendly bounce off that rim that time. Campos with her second made triple, and she's got 7 points. Henley up by 26. Armijo driving the right side, picks it up inside the arc, throws it to Jimenez, throws that pass to Serrato Meta. She misses the 3 wide left. Rebound picked up by Schroeder, gives it ahead to Campos along the left side. Campos been deadly from long range tonight. Dumps it underneath to Fussell. Screen and roll, just how you draw it up for 2. Those Fasell's first points tonight, 39-11 the score. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Inbound pass tipped and taken away by Pappas, and she will travel, trying to get the pass off to Fasell. And so we'll have some subs come in for Klamath Union. But first, a timeout called by Coach Denson. 39-11, 2:53 to go in the second. Henley leads Klamath Union on mybasin.com. Second quarter action continues tonight from Klamath Union High School. The Hornets leading 39-11. 5 on the floor for them. Brooklyn Conrad, Lily Fasell, Kennedy Modine, Shoshani Pappas, and Senya Campos. For Klamath Union, it's Araya Miller along with Kaylin Vanerath, Katie Fettinger, Shania Barton, and Isabella Armijo. Barton has it on the right side, gives it out to Armijo straight away, guarded there by Pappas. Armijo with a right-handed dribble, switches to her left, gets by Pappas, now from about 10 feet out, throws it to Vanerath, nearly over and back. Vanerath dribbles up to the three-point line, tries to bank it in, but she can't hit, and Fasell pulls down the rebound. Now ahead to Shoshani Pappas. Has it middle of the floor here for Henley, throws it out to a wide-open Modine on the right side, but she leaves the three-pointer short. Araya Miller pulls in the rebound. Miller walks it into the front court here for KU. Throws it to the left side into the hands now of Vanerath. Guarded by Modine. Vanerath brings it around the world. Now trying to drive the right lane. Gets by her defender and scores 2. Kaylin Vanerath, her first 2 points of the contest, make it 39-13, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Senya Campos. Rifles the pass to Fasell down low for 2. A great find for one of the better passing guards in the Skyline Conference. Lily Fasell scores a pair. 41-13, a minute 36 to go in the second quarter. Here's Vanerath taking a screen to her left. She picks up the dribble. Guarded well beyond the arc by Pappas. She's got to get rid of the basketball. Tries to find Barton. Campos steals it, and then Barton fouls her. That'll be the 4th team foul for Klamath Union. The first for Shania Barton. And Lily Fasell will inbound right here in front of the Pelicans bench. Gets it to Brooklyn Conrad, whips the pass to Campos. Campos tries another deep three, this time doesn't hit. Conrad saves it from going out of bounds, but tips it right into the hands of Cammie Hall. She gives it up to Armijo into the front court for KU. Armijo rolling the pass to Wata down low. She's met at the cup by Fasell and fouled. Fasell got her with the body. Her hand got all basketball, but Fasell certainly fouled her with the body. And so Lisette Wata to the line for 2. Lisette so far tonight, 5 points, 1 made free throw in 2 attempts so far. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Sage Community Credit Union. They know that picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Sage Credit Union can help you reach your goals. Watts' first free throw is no good. Her second one is good. And so she's got 6 points and her team trailing 41-14. Campos racing ahead on the other way, dancing to the cup, she scores. 43-14, under a minute to go now in the first half. Henley in front of Klamath Union. Pass comes to Miller. Miller throws it to Barton, down to Armijo on the left block, rolls the pass to Wata down low, but it's tipped out of bounds by Fasell. Pelicans will maintain possession. Araya Miller to inbound. She's got 2 points in the contest so far. Miller inbounds to Hall on the right side, trying to get the pass to Armijo. Has it on the right elbow, trying to back down Campos. Down underneath to Wata against Modine. Wata is fouled. She'll shoot 2. Kennedy Modine picking up her second foul there, also the second for Henley this period, and Wata again shooting 2. She split each of her first 2 tries at the line and hits the front end here. One more on the way. Second free throw is good for Wata. 43-16, 35 seconds to go in the first half. Modine into the front court, spinning, falling away from the cup. She scores. Kennedy Modine now with 4 points. Henley up 45-16. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Klamath Union with it. Modine tips it out of bounds. Nearly coming away with a takeaway there, but Klamath Union maintains possession. 19 3/10 of a second to go before halftime. Miller inbounds to Wata, tries to take it along the right side, gets by Facel, but her shot bothered at the rim by Modine. Now 13 seconds to go. Henley into the front court, outside to Campos. Campos nearly travels, turns it over. Miller out to Armijo with 4, with 3. Armijo off the glass with 2. No, it won't go, and that's how we'll end the second quarter. To halftime we go. It's 45-16, Henley in front. Stick around for the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show as we'll break down our leading scorers. We'll take a look around the Skyline Conference, and we'll get you ready for our boys varsity contest still to come tonight on mybasin.com. 45-16, back with more next.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
It is halftime tonight at Klamath Union High School, and the Henley Lady Hornets lead the hometown Pelicans 45-16. Welcome to the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the leading scorers for both teams. We'll start with Henley. They are the team in front. They are led right now by Gretchen Sheen. She's got 13 points. She's helped out by Senya Campos with 9. Michaela Schroeder and Preston Shade each have 6. And 4 each for Kennedy Modine, Lily Facel, and Shoshani Pappas, your scorers for the Henley Hornets. For Klamath Union, they are paced right now by Lisette Wata. She's got 8 points, 4 of them on made free throws, 4 for Isabella Armijo, and 2 each for Kaylin Vanerath and Oriah Miller. Those are your scorers for Klamath Union. So far, again, business as usual for Henley. 45 points in the first half. They averaged 70 on the season, so on pace for just a few more than that. And this good defense leading to easy offense for Henley. That's the ticket. I've been real impressed by Gretchen Sheen. She's made a lot of opportunities for herself. Her 13 points, 3 of them on made free throws. She's creating opportunities for her teammates and herself. Senya Campos shooting the ball well from downtown. She's got 2 threes. Actually, the only 2 threes that have been made in the game by any player are Campos's. And again, she's got 9. And I like what I'm seeing from Klamath Union, trying to move the ball a little bit, trying to get into the hands of Araya Miller, Armijo, and Wata. But, I mean, just the length of Henley's guards, that just makes it tough. Lily Fasell's only got 4 points, but she's impacting the game on the defensive end, and you could say the same thing for Preston Shade with 6. Defensive outing for those couple of players tonight for Henley, while the likes of Campos and Sheen pick up the offensive end. 45-16 our score at halftime. We're going to step aside one time during the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. When we come back, we'll tell you who else is playing tonight in the Skyline Conference, who else is playing tonight in the Klamath Basin, and we'll also get ready for the third quarter next on mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Josh Eldridge back with you for halftime tonight between the Henley Hornets and the Klamath Union Pelicans. 45-16 our score at halftime. Henley in front of Klamath Union. One other matchup going on in the Skyline Conference tonight. It is Hidden Valley against Phoenix. That game being played at Phoenix High School. Don't have a score update for you there, but I do have a score update for our Geno's 40th anniversary game of the week between Lost River and Bonanza. At halftime of the girls' game, it is a Bonanza 26-19 lead right now for the Antlers. Again, that game is at halftime. You can tune in on it on mybasin.com. And Walter Hartley on the call there. Also, Chiloquin tonight, they are in action against Central Christian as well. So that game is being played at Central Christian High School. So 45-16 here tonight at Pel Court. Boys game getting ready to get going here at 7:30 or thereabouts. Both teams just wrapped up warming up a minute ago. Henley boys still out there warming up. Looks like Rafael Pena is in uniform tonight, which could be good news for the Hornets. We'll confirm that for you, that he'd be eligible to play tonight as we get ready for the boys game this evening, but hoping the best for him. It was a loss last time for the Henley boys against Klamath Union, but they just picked up their first league win of the season last time out against Phoenix. Hoping they can grab another one here tonight. On the road would go a long way. Henley girls still got to finish this one out with a convincing halftime lead. They're feeling confident. We're going to step aside one last time. When we come back, we're ready for the third quarter on mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Klamath Union Band welcoming us to the third quarter tonight on mybasin.com. So get ready for the third quarter, 45-16 the score. It's one of the best things about coming here to Klamath Union High School. You got the wind instruments there on the floor, and then the drum line, which is right off to the right side of it. They used to have the drum line on the front row, but I think it was 2 or 3 years ago where they said the kids aren't allowed to be on the floor with the drum line. It was throwing the referees off with how they literally make the floor shake. So they're stuck in the corner, but they still sound as great as ever. One of my favorite reasons to come here to Pel Court. Get ready for the third quarter. 5 on the floor for Henley. Preston Shade, Lily Fassell, J.C. Ladner, Gretchen Sheen, and Michaela Schroeder. For Klamath Union, Araya Miller, Lisette Wata, Isabella Armijo, Kaylin Vanarath, and Anissa Jimenez. Lily Fassell tries a three to get started in the third. She misses it short. Klamath Union coming the other way. Kaylin Vanarath had trouble for a moment, but recollects. She's got it now between the circles, trying to drive the left side. She's going to travel as Michaela Schroeder stood tall against her and forced her to walk. So it'll give Henley the basketball on the far sideline. Inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. Shade has it now, left side beyond the arc. Dribbles past Miller, right-handed floater from 13 feet out, won't go. Gets her own miss and the putback, and that's how we get things started in the third quarter. Preston Shade now with 8 points, and her team a 47-16 lead. And a blocking foul. And a foul is going to be charged to Lily Fassell. Wata a little bit slow to get up, but she seems okay. She's staying in the game. And Araya Miller to inbound here for KU. Miller bounces it to Jimenez. Back to Miller. Miller driving inside on the right side. A good play is going to score KU 2. She's now got 4 points, does Araya Miller. On the other side, though, Preston Shade answers. She's now got 10 points in the game, 49-18. 7 minutes to go in the third. Isabella Armijo driving the right side, backs out beyond the arc, guarded by Ladner, tries to drive to the baseline, dribbles right through Sheen, kicks it in the corner to Vanarath for three. It's off the mark. Lily Fassell with the rebound, rolls the pass out to Ladner in transition. Ladner is fouled. She'll go to the line for two. J.C. Ladner going to be shooting her first 2 free throws of the contest. She's got no points yet on the game. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Coldwell Banker, Holman Premier Realty. They know that little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home. Coldwell Banker, Holman Premier Realty's exclusive beyond the sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker, Holman Premier Realty today. First free throw from Ladner was on the mark. She's got a second one here. And it is no good. The rebound is won by Wata. Great effort by Klamath Union. And Jimenez got to bring it up into the front court for KU. Throws it on the wing to Armijo. Backs down. Now they throw it out to Claire Peterson. Now to Armijo. She tries a turnaround, and it's no good. The rebound is scrambled for on the left side. 3 players on the deck for it. It's a held ball. Possession will favor KU. 50-18 the score. 6:20 to go in the third. Jimenez inbounds to Wata. Had trouble bringing it up, and then a foul. Who are we charging the foul to? going to call it to Schroeder. That's her first and the team's second quickly here in the third. Jimenez to inbound, gets it to Araya Miller on the left block, rolls it out to Armijo. She tries to drive the left side against Ladner, high off the glass. No, Miller there for the putback. It's true. Miller now with 6 points and her team behind by 30. Sheen dumps it low to Schroeder. Uses her strength to score. Schroeder now with 8 points in the contest. Miller bringing it along the other side. Throwing it to Peterson. Driving right. Claire Peterson gets to the baseline. Drives by Sheen, and then as she gets close to the club, loses the dribble, goes out of bounds, and the Hornets take it. Sheen inbounds to Shade. Shade guarded by Peterson up the floor. Shade going to take a Ladner screen coming left, then slip it to Ladner. Right elbow jumper too strong. Schroeder with the rebound and the putback. 54-20, 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Henley in front. Here's Araya Miller. Wata trying to set a screen for her. Instead, she throws it the other side to Peterson. Guarded there by Ladner. Peterson then to Armijo. In close, Armijo scores. Isabella Armijo now with 6 points, and the ball goes out of bounds on the inbound. It'll be Klamath Union basketball. Shania Barton checking in for Klamath Union. She'll replace Jimenez. Barton going to inbound over Kennedy Modine. Finds Armijo on the near side. Armijo driving left, gets into the painted area, takes her shot, it's off the mark. Chases down her own rebound, up from the right side, it's no good. And Michaela Schroeder pulls down the rebound. Here's Preston Shade coming up for Henley. Shade between the circles here, and she is fouled by Claire Peterson. 4:51 to go in the third, and a 54-22 game. Henley leads. Inbound pass will come from the near side. They get it to Preston Shade. Shade trying to throw it to Sheen. Sheen went left. Shade threw it right. And a turnover as they just miscommunicated there. It'll be Klamath Union basketball side out. Miller inbounds it to Peterson, bothered by Ladner. Peterson gets by her, dribbles to the right side, picked up there by Sheen. They dump it to Wata on the right block. 3 Hornets around her. They force her to travel. And Henley gets the ball back nearly halfway through the third quarter. Subs in for Henley. Shoshani Pappas and Senya Campos check in. I saw J.C. Ladner go to the bench. It looks like Gretchen Sheen also checked out for Henley. Inbound pass goes to Preston Shade. Drives against Peterson, gets into the front court. Drives all the way in. Her shot no good, but Schroeder there for the rebound. The putback. First try no. Second try also not good, but Schroeder is fouled. She is headed to the line. Schroeder with 10 points on the game so far. The sophomore will be shooting her first free throws of the contest. When these two teams played back on January 9th, it was a 23-point performance for Michaela Schroeder. Now she scores her 11th on a made free throw. Don't keep track of rebounds here on the broadcast, but almost certainly has a double-double right now. And you can look at mybasin.com or listen to our show on Thursday for the stat recaps of this one. Schroeder goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. It's a 56-22 game. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Miller throws the pass to Peterson, near side. Peterson drives baseline, off the glass. Her shot no good. Wata there with the rebound and the putback. Wata's got 10 points, and it's a 56-24 game. 4 minutes to go in the third. Kennedy Modine has it, top of the key. Modine dribbling with her left hand, gets into the middle, fakes a pass right, goes left, tries to use the glass to score, no. Rebound picked up by Schroeder, underhand dish to Pappas, leads to a foul. And Shoshani going to the line for a pair. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate. At Klamath Falls Subaru, stop by and say hi. Klamath Falls Subaru will also be the new home of the K-Lad Wake Up Crew Community Fridays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 92.5 FM. You'll be able to hear interviews from different community leaders and organizers and folks who are making things happen. Tune in this week from 7 to 9 at Klamath Falls Subaru. Michaela Schroeder missed the back end of her free throws, but gets the rebound and scores anyway. Well, pardon me, that was Pappas who missed the free throws, and Schroeder with the 2 points. On the other side, Klamath Union comes up with the basketball. Anissa Jimenez gives it up to Isabella Armijo. Down underneath to Wata from the right block. Wata is fouled. Going to the line for two. 58-24. 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Wata at the line. Also want to give a shout out to Annalisa Casson at God's Gifts Photography. If you're a parent of a high school athlete, tired of trying to take good photos and keep up with the action, there is a solution. It's God's Gifts Photography. Annalisa attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search her up on Facebook at God's Gifts 2 to learn more. Another great thing about Annalisa, all the money that she makes from God's Gifts 2 is donated back to children she met on mission trips in Kenya. So it's all for a good cause as well. One free throw good for Wata, but the second one no good. 58-25 the score. Campos driving into the middle. Her shot from 14 hangs on the front of the rim and doesn't drop. Wata with the rebound. Here comes Klamath Union. Wata head of the key, driving against Pappas, loses it into the hands of Campos. Outnumbered in transition. Campos slows things down. Has it on the left side, going to work against Jimenez, tries to back her down on the left, throws it to Pappas, cutting inside. The right-handed floater is there. Pappas scores two more. She's now got 6 points in the game. And a 60-25 lead for Henley. 2:36 to go in the third. Kaylin Vanerath driving right, meets Schroeder in the middle, and a foul is going to be called against Schroeder. Reached in against her. Fourth team foul for Henley for Michaela. That's her second. Subs in for Henley. It's Facel, Ladner, and Conrad in for Shade, Modine, and Schroeder. We're also going to see a new player in for KU. But first, a 5-second violation. There it is. Was waiting for it. Like I say, Henley's good for one a game. They hadn't recorded one yet, but there it is. They get the basketball back. I didn't see who checked out for KU, although I believe Anissa Jimenez new to the game. Regardless, Sladner kicks it out to Pappas, who tries to drive the baseline but travels before she puts it on the deck. 2:23 to go in the third. 60-25, Henley leads. Anissa Jimenez has it head of the key. Throws it to Miller. Miller back to Isabella Armijo. Down underneath to Wata. One-on-one against Facel in close. Her shot's no good. The rebound tipped out by Henley. And so Klamath Union will keep it. Miller to inbound at the baseline. Looks to Armijo, instead finds Wata in the middle with some space. High off the glass and in for Lisette Wata. She's got 13 points now. Shoshani Pappas going the other way for Henley. A 60-27 game, Henley in front. Senya Campos with it now. Takes a screen going right. Picked up there by Miller. Now guarded by Vanerath. Senya Campos drives all the way in. She's fouled on the shot. Senya to the line for two. Senya Campos' older sister, Annie Campos, attends Oregon Tech. A member of the women's basketball team there, was a multiple-time Skyline Conference Player of the Year. Oregon Tech Lady Owls set for a home game this weekend. 2 home games against LC State, against Walla Walla. The LC State game on Friday, a noon tip-off, atypical for Oregon Tech. Typically 5:30, 7:30 starts on Friday, but they're playing LC State early. It's also K-12 day. So there's going to be hundreds of screaming kids at Danny Miles Court, which sounds terrible, but it's actually a lot of fun. Peterson Gonna let that ball go out of bounds the other way. The score 61-27 and minute 40 to go in this one as Campos split her free throws. She's got 10 points on the game now for Henley. Facel inbounds to Shoshani Pappas. Crosses the timeline here for Henley. Pappas going to give it up to Campos. Drives the left side. Strong take for Senya. In for two. 63-27. Anissa Jimenez bringing it up for KU. Minute and a half to go in the third. Jimenez going to throw it to Wata. Left extended arc. Drives in to the free throw line. Spins around. She's fouled. Wata shooting two. Wata's got 5 points in this half. 13 for the game. So far at the free throw line, she's 5 of 8, make it 6 of 9 now after that make. And one more on the way. Both teams in the bonus, by the way, so we're shooting free throws for the rest of the third quarter. And both of Wata's were good, so it's 63-29. Senya Campos with it on the right side. Campos going to give it up to Conrad. She drives the right lane. Conrad falling away from the bucket. She's actually going to travel before getting the shot up. And so it'll be KU basketball under a minute to go in the third. They trail by 34. Araya Miller into the front court. Takes a screen going right. Facel switches onto her. They give it up to Armijo between the circles. Zips the pass down low to Wata, guarded by Pappas. Wata puts her shot up. It's not going to go. The rebound is tipped out by Klamath Union, and so Henley will get possession. A whistle. It's going to allow some subs into the game. Katie Fettinger will replace Wata. Campos receives the inbound pass. 5 seconds separate shot and game clock. Campos driving in. Gets to the left block. Surrounded by 3 Pelicans. Nearly scores anyway. Pappas with the rebound. She does put it back up and in. Shoshani Pappas with 2 more. Give her 8 for the ball game. And now the shot clock is off. 65-29. Klamath Union with the basketball. Miller throwing it to Peterson. Peterson left extended arc. Takes the Miller screen right. Driving in against Facel. Had some space for a moment. Gives it outside to Jimenez. Now Armijo, right side. 6 seconds to go. Down to Fettinger. 5 Hornets in there with her in the paint, and she's fouled with 3 seconds left on the clock. Katie Fettinger. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you in part by Geno's 40th anniversary. They're open every morning at 6:30 serving their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com, or you can have it brought to you with DoorDash. First free throw, no good. The second one meets the same fate, and Henley collects the rebound, but the clock will expire in the third quarter. 65-29 after 3. Running clock will be in effect in the fourth. We'll be back with it next on MyBasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place and then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Getting set for the fourth quarter of action tonight in the girls' varsity contest between Klamath Union and Henley High Schools. 65-29. Henley leads KU as we get started with the fourth. 5 on the floor for Henley. Shoshani Pappas, Kennedy Modine, Michaela Schroeder, Gretchen Sheen, and Preston Shade. For Klamath Union, Isabella Armijo, Katie Fettinger, Claire Peterson, Oriah Miller, and Cammie Hall for Klamath Union. Henley will have the ball after a turnover. They've got it on the baseline. Shade looking for Schroeder off a screen down low. Schroeder off the glass and in for two. Quickly up and in for Michaela. 67-29. Again, running clock is in effect here in the fourth quarter, meaning that the clock will only stop for timeouts and free throws. The margin is larger than 30 points. And once the running clock is in effect, even if Klamath Union battles back within 30, the running clock stays on. Kennedy Modine takes it the other way here for the Hornets. Has it right side beyond the arc. Rolls the pass to Schroeder down low. Bodies up Fettinger and takes it in for a pair. 40-point game, 69-29. 7 minutes remaining. Miller throws it to Peterson. Peterson trying to drive the right side. Kicks it outside to Miller for a triple. No good. Oh, it skips off the rim and drops. Didn't think that one had a chance, but shooter's touch for Oriah Miller, knocking down the first three-pointer made this game by somebody not named Senya Campos. Shoshani Pappas, an offensive board, not able to knock it in for two. Michaela Schroeder grabs one this time, goes outside to Kennedy Modine. Modine then to Shade, head of the key. Shade driving the right side, splits two defenders, off the glass, no good. And Isabella Armijo cleans up the miss. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Armijo all the way in the other way, leaves the lay-in short. Pappas with the rebound. Pappas lofting it ahead to Sheen. Sheen from the right side, might have been fouled, instead gives it up to Pappas. Now outside to Shade. Shade drives into the middle, right-handed lay-in is good. Shade with 12 points on the game, her team up 71-32. Under 6 to go in the fourth quarter. Miller nearly turns it over, does turn it over. Gretchen Sheen all alone in transition. You bet. Gretchen Sheen led the team in scoring in the first half with 13 points, but those are first points of the second half. Her team leads 73-32. 5.5 to go in this one. Nearly another turnover, but first, Coach Nahar calls timeout. 73-32, 5:29 to go. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
73-32, 5:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Henley leading Klamath Union. 5 on the floor for Henley as we come out of the break. Brooklyn Conrad, J.C. Ladner, Lily Fussell, Senya Campos, and Peyton Modine. For Klamath Union, Katie Fettinger, Claire Peterson, Lisette Wata, Oriah Miller, and Kaylin Vanerath. Inbound pass goes to Vanerath in the backcourt. She brings it up for Klamath Union, has it now on the near side. Bounces it to Wata. It goes out of bounds, last touched by Fussell, and so it'll be Klamath Union basketball. Miller to inbound. Shot clock kept on running. I don't think anybody noticed that. Klamath Union going to get a shot off. Miller not going to knock it down. And the rebound is collected by Brooklyn Conrad. Senya Campos dribbles up into the front court for Henley. Driving in on the left side. Campos earns a trip to the line after a strong take. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by the Pacific Power Foundation. The mission of the Pacific Power Foundation is to support the growth and vitality of local communities through charitable investments. Over the past 5 years, the foundation has awarded over $13 million to nonprofit organizations. Big thanks to the Pacific Power Foundation for coming aboard and supporting this season of Henley basketball. Senya Campos, a perfect trip to the line there, makes it 75-32. And Kaylin Vanerath will travel, going the other way. So Henley gets it back. 4.5 and counting to go in this one. Peyton Modine throws it ahead to Conrad here for Henley. She dribbles up to the arc, pulls from downtown. It won't go. The rebound pulled in by Vanerath. Campos going to guard her for a moment, but she'll relinquish as Vanerath brings it into the front court. Has it now in the left hand, switches to her right, driving in against Facel. Nearly lost the dribble, and then picks it up. Down underneath to Wata. Ladner is going to foul her. Ladner a little bit frustrated with that play, but she'll accept it. Stick around for this one. Shania Barton, Isa Jimenez, and Isabella Armijo checking into the game for KU. All right, here we go. Jimenez to inbound. Down low to Wata, has space in the middle. Turnaround lane with the left hand is good for Lisette Wata. 75-34. Peyton Modine into the front court for Henley. Down low to Conrad, off the window and in. Brooklyn Conrad with her first 2 points of the game makes it 77-34. 3:16 to go. Vanerath has it poked away by Facel. And a scramble for it on the near side is going to result in a turnover. Henley takes it. Heard some chants of Cowbell City a moment ago. That means the Henley student section starting to show up for what's a highly anticipated boys matchup for tonight. Seen some KU students show up across the way, but I anticipate quite a bit more as we get closer to tip-off of the boys game this evening. Shot in close for Henley, no good. They've made a few substitutions. Lisette Wata the other way, spins in close, can't hit, gets her own miss, throws some elbows around, winds up traveling. 5 on the floor for Henley. It is Brooklyn Conrad, Peyton Modine, along with Molly Brown, Natalie Robles, and Sam Cunningham. We're also going to see a group sub here for KU, so it'll be Claire Peterson, Helen Yang, let's see, Eliza Miller is out there, and I'm missing one, Sophia Serrano-Meda, and Seven Harris was the last one. I was trying to make out her number for KU. 2 minutes to go, 77-34. Pass comes to Peterson. Getting it to Serrano-Meta on the right side, and she steps out of bounds. So here's Molly Brown to inbound for Henley. Gets it to Peyton Modine. She's fouled. 1:35 and counting. Again in that running clock. So Molly Brown to inbound once more. Gets it into Peyton Modine. Modine lofting it ahead to Conrad. Now into the near corner to Cunningham. Pardon me, that was Robles. And it goes out. KU player got to tie her shoes. We're ready to go. Okay, Conrad to inbound. Gets it to Robles. Robles will travel. 1 minute remaining. Pass intended for Serrano-Meta, tipped away. Serrano-Meta recollects. Trying to drive the right side, nearly travels. Throws it to Yang on the left. Yang goes up with a right hand off the glass, no, and the rebound pulled in by Cunningham. Throws it ahead for Modine. In tight the other way to Robles. Pardon me, that was Brown. And the shot is no good. It's going the way of KU. 20 seconds remaining, and here we go. KU with what could be the last possession in this one. Henley just looking to shore up a convincing win tonight. Peterson screen right. Driving the baseline. Throws it to Harris. Harris back to Peterson. Little give and go. And a turnover, and Henley gives it right back. Miller throws it off the glass. No. Then outside to Peterson. Peterson is going to try to give it up to Serrano-Meta, but no shot at the buzzer. This one has gone final. 77-34. Henley stays unbeaten in Skyline Conference play. We'll be back to recap this one for you shortly in just a moment, next on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Final score 77-34 tonight. The leading scorer for Henley was Michaela Schroeder with 18. They got 15 from Gretchen Sheen, 14 from Senya Campos. That's just a dose of your leading scorers for Henley. Lisette Wata led Klamath Union tonight with 17 points. With this win, Henley improves to 5-0 in league play, 11-4 overall on the season. Klamath Union now 6-11 overall and 2-3 in conference play. We are just moments away from tip-off between the boys tonight, the Klamath Union Pelicans and the Henley Hornets. We're going to step aside for just a moment on mybasin.com. Give us about 5 or 6 minutes, and when we come back, we'll be joined by the radio audience on 104.3 and 960 Sports. And mybasin.com, your coverage of Henley basketball continues next. Stick around, we'll be back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Henley High School Basketball on 104.3 and 960 Sports and on mybasin.com. Tonight, coming to you live from Pelican Country, Pel Court on the campus of Klamath Union High School as the Hornets visit the Klamath Union Pelicans. So glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge, and we've got a good one for you this evening. The Henley Hornets enter 7-9 on the season, 1-3 in Skyline Conference play. Klamath Union 8-8 on the season, 3-1 in conference play. When these two teams met earlier in the year on January 9th, it was a 51-40 win for the Pelicans inside the Hornets' nest. But now Henley looking to go into enemy territory and take a win from the Pels, who are winners in their last two games. A 56-48 win against Phoenix and a 69-40 win against Mazama. For Henley, a win their last time out, too, for the first time in Skyline Conference play, defeating the Phoenix Pirates 67-36 back on Friday. Now both of these teams battling for position in the ever-competitive Skyline Conference. A chance to pull even for Henley with Mazama in third place. Klamath Union looking to separate themselves from the pack and maybe find themselves only half a game out of the conference lead. All that is still yet to come. We'll introduce you to the starting lineups. We'll tell you what else is happening in the Klamath Basin tonight as we continue your pre-game coverage from Pel Court on 104.3, 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Just a few minutes remaining before we get ready for tip-off tonight between the Henley Hornets and the Klamath Union Pelicans. I want to remind you what happened the last time these two teams played on January 9th. It was a game in which Klamath Union beat Henley 51-40. In that game, Klamath Union was led by Toby Thomas in scoring 20 points. He made 6 triples in that game against Henley. Although it was a different look Henley team, there's been some roster fluctuation since the last game. For example, Micah Ibarra, not available last time these two teams played. He's in the starting lineup tonight. Kai Taylor was not a starter last time these two teams played either. He is also in the starting lineup tonight. Lots of changes for Henley over the course of this season. I hope for their sake they're starting to finally find a rhythm after their win against Phoenix back on Friday. In that one, Henley was led in scoring by, well, I lost my note there. It was Kai Taylor who led them in scoring last time against Klamath Union. But I suppose I lost my Phoenix notes. I apologize there. What I do know is that Henley won that game. They won it rather convincingly. They did so on the power of good defense. Again, you hold a team to 36 points, they're not going to win very many games, and really that's been the case for a lot of Henley's wins this year. You go back to their win against Eagle Point, allowing 42 points. Go back to one of their first wins in the season against Etna, allowing 39 points. They did beat Eagle Point 69-62 down at Wairika. That's the highest scoring win that they've had this season. Hoping to limit Klamath Union defensively tonight. And it begins along the three-point arc with Toby Thomas, and then down underneath with guys like Landon Bogate and Tilden Kaufman and Reese Johnson. And a guy like Reese Johnson, who's the quarterback of the football team, you expect him to be a shooter, a guard-type player, but he's really leaned into his size these last few games, is playing like a bigger player, and has improved for the Klamath Union Pelicans, who are looking to solidify themselves as one of the top teams in the Skyline Conference with a win tonight. We're going to take one more break here on our pregame show. When we come back, it's time to introduce you to the starting lineups and get ready for tip-off on 104.3, 960 Sports, and MyBasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
national anthem tonight performed by the Klamath Union High School Pep Band as we welcome you back into historic Pel Court on the campus of Klamath Union High School, the site of tonight's Skyline Conference matchup between the Hornets and the Pelicans. Let's go ahead and introduce you first to the starting lineups for the Henley Hornets. Starting number 4, a junior, Corbin Hamilton. Number 10, a senior, Reese Schmierbach. Number 14, a junior, Micah Ibarra. Number 20, a junior, Carson Sims. And number 32, a sophomore, Kai Taylor. The Hornets are coached by Brian Stock, and he's assisted by Dylan Woodrum and Luke Hammond. The Hornets tonight in their golden road uniforms with Henley written across their chest in white with a black outline along those white numbers and white piping down their golden pants. And now the starting five for the home team, the Klamath Union Pelicans. Starting a junior, standing 6'2", wearing the number 2, Tuco Saluskin. Number 3, a junior, standing 6'1", Toby Thomas. Number 5, a junior, standing 6'4", Tristan Klecker. Number 11, a senior, standing 5'10", Tilden Kaufman. And number 14, a junior, standing 6'4", Reese Johnson. The Pelicans are coached by Ed Case. He's assisted by Evan Gallagher, Liston Case, Randy Barleen, and Jacob Cook. The Pelicans tonight in their home white uniforms, Pelicans written across their chest in cursive red text, red numbers, gray outline, and the word Union written across their backs in the same red cursive text. It's red, white, and blue night tonight at Klamath Union High School. You can see across the way the Pelicans student section with some body paint, some American flags, and some other festivities. Oh, I see a USA 92 basketball jersey out there. That's pretty cool. Henley student section behind us. I think the theme is Hawaiian night. Got some lays around some kids' necks, but a bit of a smaller contingent for the Henley student section tonight. But of course, this is a road game. And playing in hostile territory, no doubt. Kai Taylor, Tristan Klecker in the middle. Our officials tonight from the Klamath Falls Basketball Officials Association. Craig Connor to tip things up. Klecker and the Pelicans control the opening tip. They go from right to left. Tilden Kaufman lofts it to Tuco Saluskin. They go back outside to Kaufman. Kaufman one step inside the arc, pulls from the mid-range and knocks it down. And that's the first points of the game and a whistle. Oh, they had to fix the netting there as the first 2 points going to go to Tilden Kaufman. Klamath Union with a 2-point advantage, only 15 seconds gone in the first quarter. Henley with their first possession. Kai Taylor to Corbin Hamilton on the right block. Hamilton trying to go to work down low against Klecker. They kick it back outside to Ibarra. Ibarra guarded there by Saluskin. They give it up to Sims. Sims along the right side, beyond the arc, guarded by Thomas. Whips the pass to Hamilton near corner. 11 to shoot. Here's Schmierbach. Jab step left. Drives right. Off the glass, no. Taylor with the rebound. Outside to Hamilton. Goes baseline. Outside to Schmierbach. Another jab step left. Thought about driving right. At the shot clock expiring. Henley not able to hit. And they got to reset the shot clock, I thought. I thought that ball had hit rim, but I suppose it did not. 7:10 to go. First quarter. Klamath Union, a 2-0 lead. Saluskin with it into the front court. Gives it up to Thomas, head of the key. Thomas now near side to Klecker. Guarded there by Sims. Klecker now ahead to Johnson between the circles. Outside to Thomas. His first three is good. Toby Thomas, who torched Henley from downtown last time these two teams met, had 6 threes in that contest. Already hit his first here. Carson Sims drives baseline, loses the dribble. It goes out of bounds, and the Pelicans take it back. They've got a 5-0 advantage. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Hornets on a light press. Ibarra forces Thomas to pick up the dribble. They give it ahead to Johnson. Johnson back to Thomas, and they give it to Kaufman into the front court. Kaufman driving inside, finds Klecker on the left side. He scores 2. Tristan Klecker on the board, and a timeout is called. Just a minute and a half into this one, Henley finds them down 7-0. Back with more next on 104.3 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
7-0, Klamath Union leads Henley, 6.5 to go in the first quarter. The Hornets have the basketball. Schmierbach into the front court, throws it to Ibarra on the right side, guarded tightly by Saluskin. They give it up to Sims, head of the key, takes a screen going left, then to Hamilton on the wing. Hamilton throws it to Schmierbach in the corner, guarded there by Kaufman. Schmierbach pulls up from the left elbow, leaves the layup short. The rebound tipped up. It's going to be a foul. They're going to charge this one against Kai Taylor. Got a little bit aggressive for the rebound there. It was really anyone's ball. Taylor used the body to try to create some space, and there's the whistle. Klamath Union inbounds. Tilden Kaufman feeling some pressure from Schmierbach. They give it up to Johnson, then back to Kaufman. Still yet to cross in the front court. Here come the Pels, now led by Tilden Kaufman. They throw it to Thomas straight away, then to Johnson in the near corner. Johnson throws it to Saluskin, left side wing, guarded there by Hamilton. Now Klecker, now Kaufman on the right side. To Johnson off a screen at the free throw line. They find Saluskin in some space on the left side. Outside to Thomas, a catch and shoot three's left short. The rebound goes out of bounds, last touched by Taylor. And so full shot clock reset, 5:40 to go in the first. Klamath Union with the ball on their side of the floor. Toby Thomas has 3. Klecker and Kaufman each have 2 in a 7-0 ball game. Kaufman, he'll inbound for KU. They loft it to Saluskin. Takes a shot from one step inside the arc. The shot goes out of bounds. It will be Hornets basketball. Ibarra to inbound. Him and Schmierbach will bring it up. Kaufman looking like he wants to press Schmierbach. But Reese going to bring it up without much trouble. Gives it ahead to Ibarra. Ibarra on the left wing. Denies a Taylor screen right. Instead hands it to Schmierbach going left. He takes the screen, head of the key. Switches to a left-hand dribble. Picks it up and now to the hands of Sims right side. Guarded there by Saluskin. They give it out to Hamilton. Hamilton triggers a 3 and hits. 7-3. Henley with their first points of the game. After that, Corbin Hamilton triple. Pass comes to Toby Thomas here on the near side. Tries to split the defense. Strong take is good. Score now 9-3. 5 minutes to go in the first. Henley the opposite way. Sims from the mid-range is too strong, and Klecker gets the rebound. Now ahead to Kaufman. Kaufman driving in. Throws it outside to Thomas for 3. Back iron, no. Klecker with the rebound. Goes back up and in. Tristan Klecker with 4 points, and Klamath Union with an 11-3 lead. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. Ibarra slows things down for Henley. Gets it to Sims. Sims takes some contact. Drives into the left elbow. Puts a shot up. No. The rebound is collected by Toby Thomas. Sims looking for a foul call there. Not going to find it. Thomas now into the front court. Throws it near side to Klecker. Klecker puts it on the deck. Now ahead to Kaufman. Head of the key. Guarded there by Schmierbach. Outside to Thomas on the right side. A pass to Klecker was an errant one, but the loose ball picked up by Tuukka Saluskin. Now to the hands of Toby Thomas. They give it up to Tristan Klecker here, left wing, guarded by Sims. 10 to shoot for the Pels. Here's Saluskin. Saluskin is going to travel, lifted his plant foot as the shot clock was dripping down. It's halfway gone in the first quarter and an 11-3 ball game. Kai Montag, Jeremiah Brunick check in for Henley. To the bench go Corbin Hamilton and Carson Sims. Henley bringing it up the floor. Micah Ibarra with it on the left side. Giving it up to Kai Montag. Montag to Schmierbach between the circles. Dribbling right against Thomas. Switches to his left hand. Throws it to Montag. Montag out to Taylor. Taylor driving in. The left block. Throws it out to Brunick, but he travels. Taylor not able to get the pass off cleanly before hitting the deck. 3:50 to go in the first. 11-3 the score. Klamath Union leads Henley. Tilden Kaufman will receive the inbound pass. He crosses the timeline for KU. Kaufman picks up the dribble here, head of the key. Throws it to Klecker. Klecker guarded by Montag beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Thomas, left corner. Thomas trying to go to work against Ibarra. Steps back in the mid-range. Thomas not going to hit. Montag battles for the rebound, and they give it ahead to Micah Ibarra. Ibarra racing ahead here for Henley. Stops in front of the arc, pulls a triple. It's no good. Kai Taylor battles for the miss, but it's won by Klamath Union. Tilden Kaufman along the far side of the floor. One step inside the arc behind the free throw line. His shot's no good, and Taylor cleans up the miss. Ahead to Schmierbach. Down low to Brunick in transition for two. Henley scores. And a whistle, a timeout called by Coach Case. We'll take it with him. The score is 11-5. 3 minutes to go on the first. Klamath Union leads Henley. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
11-5 our score. Klamath Union leads Henley. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. A quick three taken and missed by Tristan Klecker. Landon Bogate grabs the rebound, but then loses it to Schmierbach. Schmierbach pushes it ahead to Brunick, has it on the near wing. Brunick goes out of bounds, last touched by Klecker. And Carson Sims is going to return to the game. Schmierbach to the bench. Sims. He's going to inbound, gets it to Kai Taylor. Taylor's going to bounce it to Ibarra, and here we go. Ibarra has it between the circles, trying to look for Montag underneath. The ball tipped around. It's taken away by Toby Thomas. He goes against Brunick in transition, can't score in close, and Brunick cleans up the miss. Ibarra ahead for the Hornets. Fields a double team here in the near corner, loses it out of bounds. It'll be Klamath Union basketball as Ibarra mishandles it under pressure. Tilden Kaufman bringing it the other way for KU. They have a 6-point lead, 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Klecker trying to drive in against Brunick. They give it outside to Thomas. Head of the key now to Johnson. Johnson trying to back down Taylor. He stands strong. They give it back outside to Tilden Kaufman, guarded by Sims. Now on the wing to Klecker. Klecker driving in against Brunick once more. Top of the key now to Bogate. Outside to Johnson. 12 to shoot. One more time. Bogate, top of the key. 3, no. The rebound picked up by Taylor. They give it ahead to Micah Ibarra. He crosses the timeline here for Henley. Ibarra top of the key, bounces the pass to Sims left side. Sims gives it up to Brunick. Brunick with a right-hand dribble, trying to work against Thomas, picks it up, bounces it to Ibarra, down low to Taylor off the glass and in. A good pass by Ibarra leads to an easy 2 for Kai Taylor. 11-7, 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Bogate ahead to Kaufman. He brings it up for KU. Nearly travels. Kaufman gives it ahead to Thomas on the wing. He tries a triple and misses. Long rebound picked up by Taylor. He's going to give it ahead to Ibarra. 1.5 to go in the first in a 4-point game. Ibarra has it near wing. And he's going to get fouled by Toby Thomas. It's Thomas's first. KU's first foul. Matches Henley in that number. Jeremiah Brunick to the bench. Corbin Hamilton back out there for Henley. Ibarra will inbound. They got to get Montag to tuck in his jersey, and I think we're ready to go. What do we got? Are they going to have Montag check out to fix the jersey? What do we got? Nope, I think we're all set. Ibarra to inbound. Gets in the backcourt to Sims, and he's going to bring it up for the Hornets. Sims, guarded by Kaufman, throws it to Hamilton on the left wing, picked up there by Klecker, takes a screen going right, now to Ibarra straight away. Ibarra guarded by Thomas, underhand dish to Sims. He tries a deep 3, Sims won't hit. The rebound is tipped out. It's going to go the way KU. Kai Taylor, the last one to touch it on its way out. And so Reese Johnson to inbound. Johnson gives it up to Thomas. Henley pressing. Thomas going to be trapped here on the near side. They get rid of it to Reese Johnson. Throw it to Bogate in the corner. Bogate dribbling at the right elbow. Goes up with a tough shot. He won't get it to go. Rebound last touched by Johnson on its way out. And so it'll be Henley basketball. Hamilton. He'll get it to Micah, and those two bring the ball up uncontested for the Hornets. 1 minute to go in the first. They trail by 4. Ibarra throws it to Taylor in the corner. Now to Hamilton on the wing. Hamilton thought about a triple, puts it on the deck, drives in, throws it outside to Sims, and Hamilton is fouled. And so Second team foul for KU. It is the first for Tristan Klecker. Tuko Saluskin thought he was getting ready to check in. Schmierbach will check in for Kai Montag. No subs for Klamath Union. 10 seconds separating shot from game clock. Henley's got it. They're down by 4 in the first quarter. Ibarra at the baseline, finds Hamilton in the corner. Hamilton trying to drive baseline, outside to Schmierbach, head of the key, then to Sims on the left side, then Hamilton in the corner for 3. He's fouled beyond the arc. Corbin Hamilton will shoot 3 free throws. Hamilton, when they played Klamath Union last, had 7 points. But now shooting 3 free throws, the first of which is good. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com brought to you in part by Geno's on East Main Street. Open up every single morning at 6:30, serving their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com or have it brought to you with DoorDash. Ibarra going to be checking out. No, it's actually Taylor who checks out. Montag returns to the game. And we're ready to go. One more free throw for Korb. He made each of his first 2 and a third one on the way. That's no good. The rebound is collected by Kai Taylor. 2-point game, 2 seconds separating shot from game clock here in the first quarter. Schmierbach gives it up to Hamilton. Hamilton tries to find some room in the middle, off the glass. Hamilton scores, tie game. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thomas rolls it ahead to Klecker. Shot clock is off, and here come the Pels. Thomas, an underhand dish to Johnson, 10 seconds remaining. Johnson picks up the dribble, he'll travel. Henley getting the basketball. And they'll have it side out in front of the Klamath Union student section. A chance to take the lead heading into the second quarter if they're able to find a bucket with 8 seconds remaining in the first. Inbound goes to Schmierbach, and here we go. Reese hustles into the front court. Guarded there by Kaufman, takes a screen going right, throws it to Ibarra on the wing. Ibarra to Hamilton, and they're unable to get a shot off. But we go to the second quarter in a tie ball game. 11-all as the Hornets and the Pelicans do battle on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place and then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Josh Eldridge back with you as you get ready for the second quarter tonight from Pel Court. After one, we're tied at 11 between the Pelicans and the Hornets. Schmierbach, Ibarra, Hamilton, Sims, and Taylor on the floor to start this one. For the Pelicans, it's Saluskin, Klecker, Bogate, Johnson, and Kaufman. All right, Ibarra going to be inbounding here on the near sideline for the Hornets. He'll get it to Corbin Hamilton. Hamilton, right extended arc. Now to Schmierbach, head of the key. Back to Hamilton, same spot. Hamilton gives it up to Ibarra. Ibarra triggers a deep 3, no good. The rebound collected by Reese Johnson. Here come the Pels. Tilden Kaufman into the front court. Kaufman throws it near side to Bogate, picked up there by Sims. Then in the corner to Johnson. Johnson kicks it over to Klecker. Klecker to Kaufman, right side. Trying to drive in, gets to the free throw line. A tough shot is good for Tilden Kaufman. He's got 4 points now. Henley hustling the other way. Ibarra is going to, was it a kick ball? I thought he had lost it. Klecker needing to give the ball up to the official. Here we go. All right, Ibarra inbounding in front of the KU bench once more. 13-11, KU lead. 7:14 to go in the first half. Got to reset the shot clock. Give him a full 35 instead of 32, and here we go. Ibarra into Hamilton, head of the key. Hamilton, a right-handed dribble, moving right. Gives it to Ibarra. Saluskin was hanging on him for a moment, but Ibarra driving inside, out to Hamilton. Mishandled it for a moment, but Corbin recollects, 24 to shoot. Hamilton's going to hand it off to Micah, well beyond the arc, straight away. Micah knifes the dribble between his legs, drives right, back outside to Hamilton, right arc. Takes a screen going left, finds Sims top of the key. Sims trying to drive in against Bogate, gets past him, but Bogate blocks him from behind. A good recovery by Landon Bogate to knock Sims' shot away. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Toby Thomas going to check back into the game for Klamath Union. He'll replace Tristan Klecker. And here we go. Ibarra going to inbound at the baseline. They look to Taylor on the left block. Taylor, strong dribble in. Outside to Sims for a left wing three. It's no good. The rebound picked up by Saluskin. Drives it up the middle of the floor. Saluskin gives it up to Bogate. Now to Thomas. Thomas has it head of the key, guarded there by Sims. Now to the hands of Tilden Kaufman, picked up by Schmierbach. Kaufman's going to walk. Was it a foul or did he walk? They're going to call a foul on the floor. It's going to be charged against Henley. Schmierbach with the push is what they're going to say. 2-point game. Klamath Union leads. 6:27 to go in the second quarter. Tilden Kaufman trying to inbound. He finds Bogate. Right wing three right away is good for Landon Bogate. 16-11, 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Henley trailing Klamath Union. Ibarra throwing it to Sims. Thought about a three. Dribbles it up now to the hands of Hamilton. Hamilton left extended arc. Gives it up to Sims. Backs out now to Ibarra. Throws it to Schmierbach. Schmierbach calling for a screen left. Takes it. Gets into the paint. Outside to Ibarra. He tries a three. It's no good. Taylor unable to bring in the rebound. It's picked up by Klamath Union. Thomas along the far side of the floor. Guarded by Ibarra. Throws it to Kaufman left side. Now to Saluskin. Tries to roll it to Johnson left wing. Picked up there by Taylor. Now to the hands of Thomas. He's at the logo. Driving right against Ibarra. Drives all the way in. His shot off the glass is no good. The rebound batted out to Kaufman. Kaufman one step inside the arc. Pulls up. His shot hangs on the rim. Doesn't go. Taylor pulls it down. Gives it ahead to Sims. And an errant pass to Ibarra. And Kai Montag going to check in and replace Sims. Kaufman will inbound on the far side of the floor for KU. Now here's Bogate. Throws it to Thomas. Thomas now to Bogate on the left extended arc. Back to Thomas here on the near wing. Picked up by Hamilton. 18 to shoot for KU. They lead by 5. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Kaufman top of the key. Coach Ed Case giving the signals here to KU. 7 to shoot. Johnson from beyond the arc for 3. No good. Kai Montag pulls down the miss. Here's Corbin Hamilton into the front court. Has it on the right side. Nearly traveled. Then gives it up to Schmierbach. Schmierbach taking a screen right. Out to Taylor. Taylor top of the key. Throws it to Ibarra. It's tipped into the backcourt, but the Hornets recollect. Ibarra brings it back up here for Henley. Takes a screen going right. Drives in against Johnson. Ibarra pulls up from the right block. Rolls it outside to Hamilton. Hamilton zips the pass down low to Taylor, and Saluskin's going to foul him. And so that'll be the third Klamath Union team foul this period. Tristan Klecker going to go get Tuko Saluskin. And Corbin Hamilton checking out. I believe it was Schmierbach who replaced him. Henley starts with it. Montag throws the pass to Sims. Right extended arc. Now to Ibarra in the right corner. Ibarra lofting it down to Montag. Head fakes. Tries to draw some contact, but finishes anyway. Kai Montag with his first 2 points. It's 16-13. 4:15 to go in the second quarter. Klamath Union leading Henley. Here is Landon Bogate into the front court. Just tries a three and knocks it down. 6 points for Bogate. 19-13 and a 6-point lead for Klamath Union halfway through the second quarter. Schmierbach thought about a screen and then gives it up to Sims the opposite way. Now to Ibarra, curling off a screen, top of the key. Ibarra denies a screen right, drives left, throws the pass down to Taylor. Taylor trying to back down the defender, has his pocket picked by Thomas. Thomas into the front court, outnumbered in transition by Henley, pulls up from beyond the arc, won't hit. The rebound falls to Kaufman. He drives in, a loose ball goes out, last touched by Kaufman, and I think Ibarra got the worst of that exchange. He may need a moment. Doesn't feel good. But Montag will inbound to Schmierbach. And Montag stepped over the line. Klamath Union gets it right back. A mental error there for Kai Montag is going to give the Pels back the basketball. All right, Tilden Kaufman to inbound for KU. Going to get it down low to Johnson, tipped out by Kai Taylor. Active hands on the defensive end, denies an easy bucket in close. Klamath Union going to have to work on the inbound again. Kaufman looks to Tobias Thomas. He tries a left wing three that's no good. Schmierbach pulls down the rebound, trying to push the pace here for Henley. Schmierbach bounces it outside to Sims. Sims well beyond the arc, left side, throws it to Ibarra, right side. Ibarra trying to find Montag underneath. Instead, they throw it to Schmierbach. He brings it around the horn, now driving left, throws it to Sims, drives baseline. Sims denied at the cup by Reese Johnson. Henley will keep possession of the basketball. We've got some subs. I think we've got to reset the shot clock down. We've got to lose a few seconds. Down to 16. Henley has 16 to shoot. Ibarra. He'll be the inbounder on the baseline. Tries to get it to Taylor on the right block and does. Taylor with his back to the cup, guarded by Bogate, gives it to Schmierbach. Schmierbach trying to drive baseline, gives it back up to Taylor on the outside. Taylor trying to get it to Sims, and a foul. No, they're going to say that ball went out of bounds. Thomas and Sims collided here on the near side. No whistle. Ball goes out of bounds. Pels take it. Tilden Kaufman going to inbound for KU. They've got a 6-point lead with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Kaufman. He's going to cross the timeline here for KU. Throws it to Johnson at the free throw line. Underhand pass to Thomas. Thomas dribbles out beyond the arc. Throws it to Bogate. Whips the pass to Klecker left side. Klecker back to Kaufman on the right side. Tries a deep three. Back iron no. And Micah Ibarra pulls in the rebound. Ibarra ahead for Henley. Dribbles up top of the key. Steps back. Throws it to Sims left side. Sims puts it on the deck. Drives head of the key, tries to go the right lane, head fakes, goes up with the shot. Sims can't hit in close. Taylor with the putback, no. The third rebound is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by by Henley, so Klamath Union will take it. Been a physical game so far. The officials certainly letting these guys play tonight, which I can appreciate. You just hope the whistle doesn't change as the game goes on. It's been physical so far. Tilden Kaufman bringing it up here for KU. Gives it out to Bogate. Bogate lost it to Toby Thomas for a left wing three. Hits back iron, no, and a whistle underneath. They're going to call Schmierbach for the foul. They're going to say Schmierbach pushed underneath. And we've got a sub coming in to replace him, Corbin Hamilton. So Tilden Kaufman to inbound. Full shot clock reset as well for KU. 35 to shoot. Lofted inside to Bogate. He spins around, uses the glass to score. Bogate's having a great second quarter. 8 points for him, and his team leads by as many. Ibarra gives the pass outside to Sims. Knifes the dribble between his legs. Gives it outside to Hamilton. Left extended arc. Now to Ibarra straight away. Ibarra takes a screen going right. Now kicks it to Sims on the right end. Sims takes a screen left. Now to Hamilton. Hamilton down underneath to Montag. He's harassed by some Pels. Goes up and gets fouled. Kai Montag heading to the line for two. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. They use a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. Kai Taylor checks out. Jeremiah Brunick replaces him, and we've got free throws coming up for Kai Montag. He missed the first, but made the second. 7-point game, 21-14. KU into the front court. Tilden Kaufman with it. He just triggers a three, hits front rim. Ibarra cleans up the miss. Throws the pass ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton from one step inside the arc, unable to hit. Brunick gets the rebound, throws it out top of the key to Ibarra, but it's taken away by Bogate. Bogate in transition. He's unable to hit in close. Kaufman gets the loose ball, backs in, outside to Johnson for a catch-and-shoot three, rattles out. Ibarra with the rebound, 1:15 to go in the first half. Henley with a 7-point deficit. Ibarra throws it to Hamilton there on the left wing. Hamilton driving left, dumps it underneath to Brunick, who goes up and gets hacked. Henley's doing a good job of drawing contact here in this period. Jeremiah Brunick's first free throw is coming up. He's got 2 points. The mission of the Pacific Power Foundation is to support the growth and vitality of communities through charitable investments. Over the past 5 years, the foundation has awarded over $13 million to nonprofit organizations. Big thanks to the Pacific Power Foundation for supporting our broadcasts and this season of Henley basketball. Second free throw coming up for Jerry after he made his first. He made them both. 5-point game, a minute to go in the first half. Here's Tilden Kaufman bringing it up for KU. They've got the lead. Throwing it to Landon Bogate. Bogate drives in. Outside to Toby Thomas. Uncontested look from straight away. He won't miss many of those. 24-16, under a minute to go. Klamath Union in front of Henley. Here's Sims, giving it up to Hamilton. Now to Ibarra. Thought about a three, then thought twice. Ibarra taking it left. Gives it up to Brunick, now to Sims. Sims trying to drive the baseline on the right side. Gets all the way in, but steps out. KU will inbound on the baseline away from the bucket. Bogate inbounds to Kaufman. They're pestered by Montag on their way up, but lightly as Bogate now into the front court for KU. Shot clock is off, 22 seconds remaining and counting. Klamath Union wanting to make sure they take the last shot of this period. Kaufman with it now on the right wing, 15 seconds. They give it up to Thomas now with 12. Straightaway three, can't hit. The rebound is going to go out of bounds, last touched by Henley. And so Klamath Union now with 8.5 seconds. They'll get one more chance at the rim. Kaufman to inbound. Looking for anybody. The ball is tipped, taken away by Henley. Hamilton has it in the front court. Now underneath to Montag. No one's going to get to it. It goes out of bounds. Klamath Union takes it. A golden opportunity squandered for Henley there. But I guess they take away a good chance for KU also. It's going to take a miracle for KU to try to find a bucket here. Johnson going to try to do his best quarterback impression. Kaufman at the half-court horn. Not going to go. 24-16 our score at halftime. Klamath Union leads Henley. Back with more after this and the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on 104.3 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Josh Eldridge back with you for halftime tonight from historic Pel Court at Klamath Union High School. The Pelicans lead the Henley Hornets 24-16. Let's introduce you to leading scorers for both teams. We'll start with Klamath Union. They are led twofold by Landon Bogate and Toby Thomas, each of those men with 8 points, and 4 each for Tristan Klecker and Tilden Kaufman. Tallies up to 24 for the Klamath Union Pelicans. For the Henley Hornets, Corbin Hamilton leads the group. He's got 7 points. 4 for Jeremiah Brunick, 3 for Kai Montag, and 2 for Kai Taylor. You're scoring right now for the Henley Hornets. Klamath Union playing quality defense right now. They're knocking down 3-pointers. Bogate and Thomas each have 2. Those are the 2 leading scorers for KU. Henley has played a little bit too quick for themselves so far. Guys, you want to see some scoring from Ibarra and Sims. Scoreless so far in the game. You'd also like to see Schmierbach get in the action too. And all those 3 guys, Henley's 3 guards, scoreless through the first half of play tonight. Trying to see what kind of adjustments Coach Brian Stock makes during halftime as his team trails by 8 halfway through this one. We're going to take a quick break here on the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. When we come back, we'll clue you in on what else is happening in the Klamath Basin, what else is happening in the Skyline Conference, and we'll get ready for the third quarter. That's all coming up next on 104.3 960 Sports and mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
(24-16) our halftime score tonight. Klamath Union leading the Henley Hornets in this Skyline Conference matchup. One other game happening in the Skyline Conference tonight. Hidden Valley visiting Phoenix, the top team in the league, taking on the bottom team in the league. Hidden Valley 4-0 in league play. Klamath Union 3-1. Mazama 2-2. Henley 1-3. And Phoenix 0-4. And so 1/3 of the way through league play. The top 2 teams in the Skyline Conference get automatic bids to the 16-team OSAA postseason. And then there are also 4 at-large bids that are taken from the number 3 in each league and the highest-ranked number 3s in each league. That means 2 of them are going to be left out. And as it stands today, with where the OSAA rankings are in the Skyline Conference, it would be the Skyline and the Tri-Valley Conference who would have teams left out of the postseason. And so the ticket is finishing with a conference title or runner-up. And right now, Klamath Union in the driver's seat, Hidden Valley there as well. Henley trying to battle back in the next part of the conference season, and it starts in the second half of this one tonight, trailing 24-16. Other games in the Basin tonight are Geno's 40th anniversary game of the week, Pitt's Bonanza against Lost River. In the second quarter, Bonanza leading Lost River on the road, 14-7. And Chiloquin also playing tonight as well. The Chiloquin Panthers are playing Central Christian tonight in Mountain Valley League play. We're going to step aside one final time in the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members in the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Third quarter action is next. Henley trails by 8. Back with more next on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community, engaged.
Josh Eldridge back with you from Pel Court on 104.3, 960 Sports and mybasin.com as we as we get ready for the third quarter tonight. Henley trails 24-16 against Klamath Union. We've got some true characters across the way in the Klamath Union student section. Red, white, and blue night tonight. We got some students, the usual suspects, I'll say, in full body paint across the way for Klamath Union, donning American flags. Makes me chuckle. It's always a fun night at a high school basketball game. Here we go. Third quarter action starts now. 5 on the floor for KU. Kaufman, Thomas, Saluskin, Johnson, and Klecker. Saluskin thought about a three, top of the key, drives inside, uses the glass, but he can't score. Taylor, Hamilton, Schmierbach, Sims, and Ibarra on the floor for Henley. They go from right to left. Hamilton has it now on the right extended arc, gives it up to Ibarra, now in the corner to Sims. Sims trying to drive right, picks up the dribble, throws it to Ibarra, right side wing. Ibarra jab step left, goes right, and then drives in and gets fouled. So Micah to the line for two. Like I said, scoreless in the first half. You'd like to see some more aggressiveness from him, and, well, good job at getting to the free throw line for Ibarra. This is certainly a start back into the game if he can knock down a couple free throws. Want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors like Howard's Meat Center, where tradition meets innovation with every cut and every bite of Smokin' H barbecue. As you step through their doors, you're not just entering a meat center, you're stepping back to a time where the quality of the meat and the depth of the customer service were everything. Check out Howard's Meat Center next to Les Schwab Tires on South 6th. 1 for 2, trip to the line for Ibarra. Tobias Thomas answers with a three on the other end. He's now got 11 points and his team leads by 10. Ibarra gives it up to Hamilton between the circles. Hamilton now to Ibarra, left alone from downtown. Ibarra answers with a triple of his own. First triple made for Micah. He's got 4 points tonight. Pass comes to Toby Thomas here on the near side. Then he give it out to Tilden Kaufman for a three. That shot no good. Corbin Hamilton with the rebound. Ahead to Schmierbach. Schmierbach racing in, dribbles up to the arc. He tries a three, can't hit. Long rebound pulled in by Thomas. 7-point game. 27-20. 6:42 to go in the third quarter. Saluskin gives it up to Kaufman. Now to the hands of Thomas, right wing, guarded by Ibarra. Thomas puts it on the deck, trying to drive right. Gets by Ibarra, uses the window, but can't score. Schmierbach with the rebound, has to battle it away from Thomas, but he brings it into the front court. Thomas throws it to Ibarra, threw it right, and Ibarra went left. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Klamath Union basketball. Tuco Saluskin to inbound here in front of the Henley bench, rolls it out to Kaufman. Here we go. Kaufman takes his time getting into the front court. Here he is. Gives it up to Toby Thomas. He can't control the pass. Ibarra takes it away. He's got some space, and it's blocked by Klecker. Klecker recovers in transition and comes up with an athletic play. Got to give up some credit there to Tristan Klecker. My, oh, my. Henley got to keep possession of the basketball here. Micah Ibarra to inbound. Ibarra's got to find somebody. They look to Schmierbach, head of the key, giving it up to Sims. Sims dribbles the right lane, head fakes a two, goes up, has it taken away for a moment, but he recollects. Sims trapped in the corner, gets rid of it to Schmierbach, intercepted by Kaufman. Kaufman drives all the way in, he can't finish, and then Sims gets clobbered underneath. They're going to call a whistle on Tuco Saluskin. I believe that's his fourth. I didn't think he was anywhere near that play. I thought Sims had run into his own teammate. But they're going to say that Klecker had fouled him. I think the official just blew a whistle at how violent the play was and had to pick someone to attribute the foul to. Rafa Pena checking into the game. First we've seen of him since going out with a knee injury earlier in the season. He's still got a brace on his left side, but good to see him back in the game. His first pass intended for Schmierbach, taken away by Toby Thomas. And now Thomas is going to push off of Pena, find some room for a three, but he can't hit it. The rebound is picked up by Taylor. Ibarra throws it ahead to Pena. Pena at the free throw line, kicks it back out to Ibarra. A wing three is no good. Rebound tipped out, last touched by Taylor. Still a 7-point game, 2.5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Game starting to tighten up a little bit now. Players trading words, student sections the same. Parents getting involved. This is the kind of atmosphere you expect. Tristan Klecker drives the left side, uses the glass, up and in for two. He's got 6 points. Schmierbach coming the other way as his team trails by 9. 5:10 to go in the third. Schmierbach gives it up to Taylor. Now to Ibarra on the right side. Ibarra dribbles up to the arc, tries to get it underneath to Montag, but Bogatay is going to foul him as he tried to receive the pass. Third team foul for KU, second for Landon Bogatay in this one. Henley is still yet to commit a foul, and we've got timeout called by Henley. 29-25 to go in the third. Back with more next on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Third quarter action continues tonight on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com. The KU student section, trucking along. You know, last time I saw them do this bit, they broke the bleachers. And I feel like it's happened most seasons, but I like it. It looks good across the way. Got to give some credit. 29-20 the score, 5 minutes to go in the third. Henley trails KU, but they've got the basketball. Ibarra, Montag, Pena, and Taylor out there for Henley. Taylor has it on the right block. They give it out to Ibarra. Ibarra still on the right side, has his pass taken away by Klecker. Klecker throws the pass ahead to Thomas. He can't collect it. Ball goes out. Henley takes it. Montag to inbound. Gets it to Pena. Here comes the Hornets. Pena takes a screen going right. Drives the lane, and he's going to get fouled on his way up. Pena doing a great job of drawing the contact. He's a tough player to guard. He's so short. He's able to slip by guys. Kind of plays like, the similar style of an Allen Iverson or something like that, where he just tries to drive by and draw some contact inside. He's so good at it. He's kind of a slippery player, and here he's shooting a couple of free throws, and he misses his first. Like I said, good to see Rafa back in the lineup at least after an injury earlier in the season. He started the year on JV, worked his way into a starting role on varsity before getting hurt. This is his first game back. He splits his first set of free throws, makes it an 8-point game. Ibarra with a quick steal, gives it out to Pena. Pena trying to find some space. Outside to Montag, who tries a three. No good. Montag is fouled. He's shooting 3 free throws. Kai Montag going to shoot some free throws here, try to bring Henley a little closer. Good defensive play by Ibarra that led to these free throws, as Montag's first free throw is good. He's now got 4 points in the game. Kai's second free throw is good. He's got another. Trying to bring Henley within 5. 4.5 to go in the third. Perfect trip to the line for Montag, 29-24. And also Henley in the bonus, shooting free throws the rest of the way. KU adds it to the front court. Toby Thomas gives it up to Tilden Kaufman. Kaufman then to, I believe that's Peterson. Pass goes to Thomas on the left wing, no good. Kaufman brings in the ball, then they throw it out. Pena going to be guarding the offensive player there. Then they give it to Toby Thomas. Then Tilden Kaufman for a right wing three, no good. Micah Ibarra cleans up the rebound, nearly loses it in transition and does. Tristan Klecker comes up with the takeaway. He's going to jam it home on the other side. And a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Ed Case. We'll take it to 31-24. Klamath Union in front. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
31-24 our score with 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Klamath Union leading Henley. Henley will be in the bonus, 5 on the floor for them. Reese Schmierbach, Corbin Hamilton, Rafa Pena, Kai Montag, and Micah Ibarra. For the Pelicans, Johnson, Klecker, Kaufman, Thomas, and Peterson. Henley starts with the basketball. Schmierbach to inbound. Klamath Union in a press, and Ibarra going to take the inbound. He's bothered by Thomas on his way up the floor. Ibarra trying to clear some space, has it in the front court. Drives the right side. He's going to be fouled from behind by Thomas. That's going to earn Micah some free throws. Free throws one way back into the game. Henley being aggressive, and they're earning these chances. For Ibarra today, 1 for 2 at the line. He's got 4 total points, and he makes this one. Ibarra got a second free throw coming up. Trying to bring Henley back within 5. But he does. Perfect trip there for Micah. He's now got 6 points. Kaufman bringing the ball up the floor. Pena tries to trap him, but he blows by him. Kaufman throws it to Peterson in the corner. Peterson, his shot up, blocked by Hamilton. Klamath Union gets the ball back. Here's Klecker with it, top of the key. They throw it to Kaufman. Uncontested right wing triple, rims out. Ibarra tips the rebound to Montag. Schmierbach racing ahead for Henley. Drives in. Schmierbach goes back out, and he's fouled. Schmierbach shooting free throws. Had talked about this game being physical, and that It's been consistent, and you hope that the officials don't change the whistle, but Henley get a ton more chances here in this period. Schmierbach going to take his first free throw. He makes it. 31-27, Montag checks out, Taylor checks in. Sims also back into the game. He'll replace Ibarra. Second free throw from Schmierbach is good. 3-point game. 31-28, 3 minutes to go in the third. Here's Tilden Kaufman along the far side. They throw it back to Thomas here on the wing. Thomas has it top of the key, down underneath to Johnson, rolls the pass to Klecker down low. He finishes at the cup. A good feed leads to an easy score for Tristan Klecker. He's got 10 points. Schmierbach into the front court the other way for Henley. 28 points for Henley, 33 for Klamath Union. 2:56 to go in the third. Pena trying to drive in against Peterson. It's knocked free, but Taylor gets it back. Outside to Pena. Pena guarded by Peterson, tries to drive down the middle. Peterson throws a wild shot off the glass. It won't fall, but Pena going to the line for two. Pena 1 for 2 at a previous trip to the line. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Sage Credit Union. Picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Sage Community Credit Union helps you reach your goals. First free throw no good for Pena. The second one is also no good. Rebound tipped up, taken by Hamilton, outside to Schmierbach. Hornets have time. Pena has it now between the circles, drives the right lane, tries to throw the pass to Taylor down low, but he won't get there. Kaufman with the takeaway. He's met at the cup by Hamilton, but Kaufman finishes anyway. He's got 6 points, back up to a 7-point advantage for KU. 35-28, 2.5 to go in the third. Hamilton has it there on the right arc, guarded tightly by Klecker. They get rid of it to Pena, but Peterson comes up with a steal. A right-handed lay-in is good. Back out to a 9-point lead. Pena has it on the near side. Now to the front court. Pena, left arc, denies the handoff to Sims. Then they throw it to Hamilton. Thought about a three. Hamilton drives into the middle of the floor, up from the right elbow, no. A loose ball picked up by Sims. He goes up from 10 feet out and scores. Sims with his first 2 points of the game, make it a 7-point difference. 1:50 to go in the third. Toby Thomas in the front court for KU. Zips the pass to Kaufman. Catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound is batted out to Schmierbach. He rifles the pass ahead, and Schmierbach travels before the pass is off. KU's going to have it in the front court. Ibarra returns to the game. Pena goes to the bench. And Klamath Union set to inbound. Kaufman inbounds to Peterson, right extended arc. Peterson throws it to Kaufman, right corner, guarded there by Schmierbach. Full shot clock here for KU. Pass goes to Toby Thomas, left wing, drives inside, gets to the free throw line, and a foul on the floor is going to be going against Corbin Hamilton. Hamilton thought he got wrapped up, but the whistle goes against him anyway. And Klamath Union, again with a full shot clock, 90 seconds to go in the third. They lead by 7. Kaufman gets it down low to Klecker. Klecker going to work against Hamilton, bullies his way to some room and scores. 9-point lead for KU. Schmierbach into the front court for Henley. 1:19 to go in the third. Hand off to Ibarra. Ibarra drives into the middle, outside to Hamilton for three. It's no good. Rebound picked up by Taylor. Taylor driving in. He's fouled. He'll shoot free throws. Dallin Peterson picks up the foul. Kai Taylor is going to be shooting free throws. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you in part by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate at Klamath Falls Subaru. Stop by and say hi. First free throw off the mark for Kai Taylor. He's got a second. And he makes the second. 3 points on the game, and Henley trails by 8. 1:10 to go in the third. Kaufman along the far side of the floor for KU. Throws it to Toby Thomas. Thomas on the right arc. Back to Kaufman left side. Kaufman back to Thomas. They kick it in the corner to Peterson. Peterson down low to Johnson. Taken away by Taylor. And then Taylor's fouled. He'll be shooting free throws. Again, free throws away back into the game. Johnson picks up the foul, his first. Kai Taylor split his previous free throws, and he's got 3 points on the game. Here's his first look. It's no good. Klamath Union has not shot a free throw yet. Here's Taylor's free throw. Both misses. Thomas picks up the rebound. He brings it along the right side for KU. They bounce the pass to Kaufman on the left. Dribbles up to the arc. Triggers the three. Leaves it short. The ball falls to Corbin Hamilton. Ahead to Ibarra. In the corner to Sims for three. No. The rebound picked up by Schmierbach. Outside to Hamilton. He tries a three. No. Schmierbach chases down the miss again. Hamilton catches the ball. He brings it inside. Dumps it off to Schmierbach. Brings it along the right side. Schmierbach to the elbow, outside to Sims. Sims drives the right lane, loses it for a moment, feels trapped in the corner, goes baseline, blocked from behind by Thomas. Taylor picks it back up, he's fouled. Kai Taylor back to the line for two. Taylor in this half, 1 for 4 at the free throw line. And he misses one there. We're going to see Nolan Baker check into the game for KU. First time we've seen him tonight. And another free throw coming up for Taylor. Makes that one. 7-point game. Shot clock off, 15 seconds to go in the third. Johnson in the front court for KU. Tilden Kaufman throws it over to Klecker with 9. Now Kaufman with 8. Tries a three, no good. Front iron. Schmierbach got the rebound with 4. Ahead to Sims at the buzzer with 2. He got it! A 5-point game heading to the fourth quarter here at Pel Court. Stick around, we're in for a good one. More Henley basketball is next on 104.3 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Fourth quarter action starts now, and 5 points separate the Pelicans from the Hornets. Sims, Schmierbach, Hamilton, Taylor, and Ibarra on the floor for Henley. Kaufman, Klecker, Baker, Johnson, and Peterson on the floor for KU. Sims skips the pass underneath. It finds its way out to Hamilton, who's stepping out of bounds. Thought it was a kickball violation against KU. The ball hit his foot, but I suppose they missed the whistle. Tuco Saluskin checks back in. Coach Stock letting the official know. He certainly has got to. It should have been a kickball violation. There's no question. And here comes KU the other way. Tilden Kaufman leading the charge for the Pels. Met at half court by Ibarra. They kick the pass to Saluskin. Then in the corner to Peterson. Peterson should have been fouled there too. Instead, pass comes to Saluskin. They throw it to Klecker. Klecker whips the pass to Kaufman on the left wing. Kaufman throws it near side to Saluskin. In the corner to Peterson. Drives baseline. Goes outside to Kaufman. Blocked by Taylor. Hamilton's got it along the far sideline for Henley. Giving it up to Schmierbach, head of the key, jab step left, drives right, Schmierbach to Sims. Sims around a screen, inside, around 3 Pelicans. Sims travels. Sims less than satisfied with that call. He took one too many steps heading to the rim, and Kaufman going to lead the charge for KU the other way. Still a 5-point game. Pass comes to Peterson in the corner. Trapped by Henley. They get rid of it to Saluskin. Saluskin to Klecker. Henley settling into his zone defense here. Pass comes to Saluskin. Saluskin to Peterson in the corner. Back to Saluskin. Back out to Kaufman on the left wing. Saluskin now right wing. Back to Kaufman. Kaufman triggers a 3. Got it. 42-34, 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Schmierbach along the far side of the floor. Gives it up to Ibarra. Called for a screen going right. Gets it from Hamilton. Then they throw it to Sims on the left side. Sims picks up his dribble. Throws it to Schmierbach. Nearly goes over and back. Schmierbach feeling pressure from Tilden Kaufman. Picks up his dribble. Then throws it to Ibarra. 13 to shoot for Henley. Ibarra going left, steps back beyond the arc, tosses it to Taylor on the block, outside to Ibarra, corner 3, no. Rebound collected by Johnson. Kaufman rifles the pass ahead to Saluskin. Saluskin outside to Peterson for 3, no. Rebound picked up by Klecker, goes back up tough, he's fouled and one. Ten-point game, KU leads, a chance to go back out in front by 11. Kai Montag checks into the game. He replaces Sims. The free throw from Klecker is good, an 11-point game. Schmierbach throws it ahead to Ibarra. Ibarra steps back out beyond the arc. They throw it to Schmierbach. Schmierbach has it now head of the key, driving the left side, out to Hamilton. Hamilton thought about a triple. Has it now on the near corner. Throws the pass to Taylor, head of the key, now to Ibarra. Ibarra taking a screen going left. Thought about a long 3. Then out to Hamilton and a whistle. They call 3 in the key. Coach Stock none too pleased. Coach Stock following the officials down the floor. He might want to be careful. Pelicans coming the other way. Kaufman wanting to bring the ball up the floor. Throw it in the corner to Klecker. Klecker, top of the key to Saluskin. Saluskin driving the left lane against Schmierbach. Picks up the dribble. Throws it outside to Klecker on the wing. Klecker now to the hands of Kaufman. Kaufman driving right. Splits up the defense. Loses the dribble. Montag and Taylor ahead in transition. Montag is going to have his pocket picked by KU, but it goes out of bounds on the Pels. Henley keeps it. They trail by 11. 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Schmierbach throws it into Taylor. To Hamilton on the left wing. Hamilton to Ibarra in the corner for 3. No. Rebound picked up by Montag. Tough dribble. Back up. Montag can't score, and Johnson pulls in the miss. Saluskin coming the other way here for KU. Top of the key. Throws it to Klecker. Klecker has it on the left extended arc. Now to Peterson. Peterson to Johnson. To Saluskin in the corner, guarded by Schmierbach. Back outside to Kaufman on the right wing. Now Klecker head of the key. Klecker jab step right, drives left, bullies his way inside, throws up a wild shot. It's no good, but Johnson there for the putback. Was it a pass? Was it a miss? It's 2 points for Klamath Union. Either way you slice it. Johnson's first of the night. 47-34. Ibarra, 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Gives it up to Schmierbach. Schmierbach to Taylor. Head of the key, drives to the free throw line. Taylor, tough take, high off the glass and in. And a whistle, timeout called by Coach Stock. We'll take it. 47-36, 4.5 to go. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Reese Johnson to inbound to the baseline for KU as we welcome you back with 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Klamath Union leads Henley 47-36. Peterson into the front court for KU. Skip pass to Klecker down low. He takes contact from Taylor and will shoot free throws. Tristan Klecker has shot all of Klamath Union's previous free throws tonight. He's 1 for 1. Second team foul for Henley there, and the third for Kai Montag. Pardon me, that was Kai Taylor. And a free throw here for Tristan Klecker is good. 12-point game. Sims checks in for Montag. 5 on the floor for Henley, Hamilton, Taylor, Ibarra, Schmierbach, and Sims. For Klamath Union, it's Johnson, Saluskin, Klecker the shooter, Peterson, and Kaufman. Perfect trip there for Klecker. He's 3 of 3 on the night. Hamilton going to inbound to Schmierbach. Corbin will bring it up here for the Hornets. Now Ibarra. Ibarra on the left extended arc. Over to Sims. Sims has it now between the circles. Knifes it between his legs. Bring it back beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Schmierbach. Schmierbach now dribbles it top of the key. Right hand outside to Taylor. Taylor thought about giving it to the right to Sims and does. Sims from way downtown. It's going to roll off the rim. No. The rebound is collected by Kaufman. Now to the hands of Saluskin. Saluskin ahead for KU. Now to Dallin Peterson. To Saluskin. Thought about passing it left. Goes right to Klecker. Klecker on the right extended arc. Guarded there by Schmierbach. Johnson whips the pass to Kaufman. Left long three. No good. And a whistle underneath. Going to call the foul to Schmierbach. His third foul and the team's third as well. Kaufman going to inbound. He'll loft it in close to Johnson. Goes through some contact. Johnson scores. He's got 4 points in the game, all in this fourth quarter. 3:25 to go. 51-36. Ibarra drives inside at the left elbow. Outside to Taylor. Bounces it to Hamilton on the right arc. Then to Schmierbach in the corner. Schmierbach for three. No. Rebound picked up by Sims. He steps out. The rebound, or pardon me, the ball going to go to Klamath Union after Sims stepped out. 3:11 to go. Saluskin, right wing, throws it to Klecker. Klecker then to Kaufman. Kaufman head of the key. Timeout called. Coach Ed Case takes it. 51-36. We'll take it. 2:59 to go in the fourth. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
(51-36) our score. 2:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Klamath Union leads Henley. Want to give you a score update from our Geno's 40th anniversary game of the week tonight. Bonanza leads Lost River in the third quarter, 37-29. Here's Tilden Kaufman ahead for Klamath Union. Throwing it ahead to Reese Johnson on the right wing. Johnson throws it over to Saluskin. Saluskin driving in, loses the dribble, stays with KU. Pelicans will inbound. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 2:48 to go in the game. And a 15-point lead. Pass goes down underneath to Klecker. Shovel pass to Johnson. Johnson blocked by Sims. Ball falls to Schmierbach. Reese racing ahead. Throws it to Sims in the near corner. Sims trying to dribble himself inside. Gets Johnson to jump. High off the shot. No. Taylor with the putback. It's there. 51-38, 2.5 to go. Saluskin, guarded tightly by Schmierbach on the wing. Gives it up to Kaufman there on the far corner. Now on between the circles. To Klecker, now to Johnson, back to Klecker. It's in the backcourt. It'll be over and back. And Henley gets it back. Officials going to say there was no tip. Wet spot on the floor. What do we got? We're going to inbound on the baseline for Henley. Toby Thomas back in for Tuko Saluskin. And there is a timeout on the floor. Going to take a full timeout here. We'll stick with you through this timeout. 51-38 the score. 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Klamath Union leading Henley. It's been a tale of two completely different teams here in this game. Henley getting a ton of their points at the free throw line. They've left a few there, to be fair, also. But Klamath Union has only shot 3 free throws all night. They've made all 3 of them. Tristan Klecker's got all of them. Klamath Union has shored things up here in the fourth quarter, disallowing Henley any free throws here in the fourth. And it's part of the reason why they've been able to extend this lead. Now up again 51-38. Taking a look ahead on the schedule for each of these two teams. Henley at home, a non-league contest against Madras on Friday. For Klamath Union, they're going to be playing Phoenix on Friday here at Pel Court. All right, back into the action. Henley's got it. Ibarra to inbound. They trail by 13. Inbound pass to Hamilton. Outside to Ibarra. Ibarra spinning at the right block. Gets the foul and one. Trying to make it a 10-point game with a make here. Not over yet, but Henley's going to have to be real fortunate down the stretch. Not impossible. They're just going to have to be fortunate. Ibarra makes the free throw. That's the first step. Make it a 10-point game, 51-41. 2:05 to go. Henley pressing on defense. They get it to Thomas. He scores in close. He's got 13 points. Henley the other way, trailing by 12. Ibarra's not going to hit in close. Johnson with the rebound. Kaufman brings it up for KU. The Pelicans can start to drain this clock a bit. Klecker has it there on the left arc. They give it up to Thomas, left wing. Well beyond the arc, guarded there by Sims. Now to Kaufman. Kaufman guarded there by Schmierbach. Now to the hands of Klecker. Now Peterson far side. Peterson to Kaufman, feeling pressure from Schmierbach. He's going to throw the packs to Klecker. Klecker on the right extended arc. Guarded there by Hamilton. Klecker has it knocked free. 7 to shoot, and a turnover is going to give Henley the basketball. Schmierbach takes the inbound pass. Going to bring it along the near side. Schmierbach gives it up to Sims. Sims has it top of the key. Now over to Hamilton. Hamilton now to the hands of Ibarra. Step back, thought about a triple, then throws it to Taylor. Taylor on the left block, puts his shoulder down and scores. Timeout called. After that Taylor bucket, we'll take this timeout. 53-43, 1 minute remaining. Back in 30 seconds on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
10-point game, 1 minute remaining. Klamath Union leads Henley. Skyline Conference game, 53-43. Pelicans have the basketball. Reese Johnson. He'll be the one to inbound. He's going to dance along the sideline, or the baseline rather, get it into Thomas. Thomas feeling pressure in the backcourt. They get it back to Johnson. Rifle the pass ahead to Kaufman, then to Peterson, then back out to Thomas. Thomas could have taken an uncontested three. Instead, he'll slow it way down for KU. they feel the last thing they've got to beat is the clock, and they're not far from the truth. With a 10-point lead and 40 seconds remaining, that is the last opponent for KU to beat tonight. Thomas throws it to Kaufman on the left wing with 7. Back to Thomas with 5. Thomas with 4, with 3. A step back triple is no good. The rebound is picked up by Peterson. Peterson gonna feel pressure down underneath. Johnson gets it, then back out to Thomas. Klamath Union gonna dribble this one out. Henley waving the white flag. They'll fall tonight at Pel Court. 53-43. This win is going to be Klamath Union's 4th in league play, their 9th on the season. For Henley, they fall to 1-4 in league play, 7-10 overall on the season. We'll be back with our post-game coverage next on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Final score tonight, 53-43. The Klamath Union Pelicans defeat the Henley Hornets tonight in this Skyline Conference game. The Klamath Union Pelicans led by Tristan Klecker tonight with 17 points. Toby Thomas had 13. They got 9 from Tilden Kaufman, 8 from Landon Bogate, 4 from Reese Johnson, and 2 from Dallin Peterson. Your scorers tonight for Klamath Union. For the Henley Hornets, they were led by Kai Taylor tonight. He had 10 points, 9 points for Micah Ibarra, 7 for Corbin Hamilton, 6 for Kai Montag, 4 for Carson Sims, 2 for Reese Schmierbach, and 1 for Rafa Pena. Your scorers tonight for the Henley Hornets wind up losing this game by 10 points, and although it's not an exact figure, the number that stands out to me is the free throws tonight. Klamath Union hit 3 of 3 free throws tonight, had almost none until the fourth quarter. In fact, I don't think they had one until partway through the third. Henley tonight at the free throw line was 16 of 25. Do the math. That's 9 points that Henley left on the table tonight. Would have brought them within 1. If you make all those, of course, that's unreasonable to expect, but game would have been much closer had you shot a little bit better from the free throw line tonight. And as the great Bill Schonely once said, you've got to make your free throws. Henley falls tonight 53-43. Again, this loss for Henley tonight puts them 1-4 in Skyline Conference, 7-10 overall on the season. Klamath Union wins tonight. They go to 9-8 on the season, 4-1 in conference play. Klamath Union now half a game back of Hidden Valley, awaiting the final tonight from Phoenix as the Mustangs play in the Pirates tonight in the only other Skyline Conference game. Mazama still 2-2, Henley 1-4, Phoenix 0-4 at least right now. And again, things will change once the final score is recorded tonight from Phoenix. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for another edition of Henley High School Basketball. We'll be back Friday with a single boys basketball game as the Hornets host Madras. Be with you at 7:30 from inside the Hornets' nest. Want to thank everybody involved with making tonight's broadcast possible. All the head coaches we worked with on the women's side, John Nahar and Randy Denson, and on the men's side, Ed Case and Brian Stock. Also big thanks to Tyler Baker, the athletic director here at Klamath Union High School, for giving us a space to sit next to the public address announcer tonight, Mr. Mike Safford. Thanks again to you for joining us for another edition of Henley High School Basketball, back again on Friday. But until then, my name is Josh Eldridge. So long and good night from Pel Court at Klamath Union High School.